guys. This is Rock for Drones. I never took Rock for Drones. Yeah, guys. Yeah, this is Rock for Drones. I never took Rock for Drones. I never took this, guys. This is Rock for Drones. I never took Rock for Drones. Guys. This is Rock for Drones. I never took Rock for Drones. I never took Rock for Drones.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yeah, dude, we're back. We are back already, guys. Let's get right into this, dudes. Let's get into it. Bros, it's early in the morning again. Colin's a little bit off today. Colin from over at Inside Cycling World, guys. I am in the 10x10 cube of cycling domination, guys. Obviously, here you guys can see I'm looking at the 26th Tour Down Under for next year. Starts January 20th, guys. I'm already dreaming about this. Race starts with a 3.6 kilometer time trial. Prologue, as they like to call it. I still like the idea of having a prologue at all these week-long races. Already seen a couple of riders sign up, guys. So, dudes, CX season is on. It's awesome. Let's get into it. Let's just jump right in now, guys. So today, dudes, we're doing the X20 series. X20 Bodkammers Trofee Flandrian Cross in Hamme. So I think you say Hamme is off. I was going to say Ham. You know, good old Ham in Belgium here. We're now over on the west side of Antwerp. Races are ever here. Really kind of blows my mind. It's like these guys probably like, you know, leave home in the morning, drive there in their own car, maybe their own little minivan with their stuff packed in the back. And here, I'll hit you on the start list here, guys. Inge van der Heijden, Lucinda Brand, Manon Baker, Marie Schreiber. Yeah, looking so good. Julie Brouwers, Aniek van Alphen, Helene Clausel, Denise Betsema, Anna Kay. I'm looking for names that I saw for sure yesterday. Hartog, Perrine Clausel. Quite a few of them. It looks like we've got 34 starters here. Just having a quick look back through here. You know, a lot of Belgian riders, a lot of Dutch riders. Looks like we have probably a minimum of 2 British riders. We got Ellie Mitchinson and Anna Kay. Dudes, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Dawn's here. Ian's here already. Dawn, so good to see you again, dude. Guys, if you don't know, Dawn is like my OG Tour de France viewer that started way back. What was it, July 3rd, Dawn? I think Dawn was there every day. And I think all through July, August, September, right through to October, Dawn may not have been there one day out of all those races, guys. We're talking Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift, the Vuelta a España, the Burgos, the Tour of Romandy, all the one-day autumnal classics. Dawn was there. So Dawn, great having you there, man. And great to have you back, too. Dudes, what are we doing? We're doing the Hamme. I think they say it. I would say Hamme. The place we're hanging out here. I think like Hamme. Just drop the R. Hamme. I think that's how you say it. I'll show you where we're at, guys. Let's have a little look. Sounds like people are waking up the stairs. So here we are, Antwerp. Remember, last Tuesday we were riding. Oh yeah, they got the big ducky at the start line here, start-finish line. Last weekend, November the 11th, we started in Niel. So we would have been right down here in Niel. You can see it on the map. Then just yesterday for another Super Prestige, we jumped up here to the border to do Mercksplatz. I think that's what we did. Was that yesterday? Can't remember now. Mercksplatz is somewhere up here, guys. Right along this border. Actually, I think it touches the border right up here somewhere. Good way for me to do this here, dudes. I could just close this too and... Oh yeah, I've got some good stuff going on here on Google Maps for you guys. Mercksplatz. You can see I've searched for it. It's in my search. I wasn't searching for Mercedes-Benz. That's for sure. Mercksplatz. Yeah, so it's right up here, guys. It's right near Barl Hartog, with the craziest world international boundaries you're ever going to find in the world are right up here. It's just insane. So Neil started right down here, over to Mercksplatz, and now we're bouncing back to Hamme, which is right here in the middle of your screen now. We're going to zoom in. It's about 8 degrees out there, guys, 9 degrees Celsius. So a nice fall day. A nice fall day. May not wear the mesh thong, but, you know, I'm still wearing one out there. Guys, just kidding. Yeah, but that is a nice day out there. Previous winners, guys, were starting from women. Celine Del Carmen Alvarado. 2 years before that, 24 and 23, were Fem Van Empel, Lucinda Brand in 2022. So Lucinda Brand has one win at this. She's here. Guys, can she get a second win? Can she get a second win? Okay, and so in the X20 series, just learning this yesterday, guys, it's a time. It's cumulative time. So think of it like a... Let's rock it out. You got it, Dawn. Cyclocross, new for me, but sounds fun. Dawn, dude, if there's any possible way you can jump online and watch it, definitely. So cyclocross would be what they did before there was mountain bikes in the wintertime. That's how I look at it. So in the 60s, you got all these roadies going, man, what are we going to do this winter? Dude, what are we going to do? Sit around on our butts? And then some guys are like, nah, dude, we're going to keep riding. Keep riding, stay in shape. They're in the start shoot now, guys. They will soon be under orders. I love how they call it that. Women's elite racing here, dudes. 6 riders at the start already have a pro victory this season. Lucinda Brand, Manon Baker, Julie Browers, Lydia Cusack, Larissa Hartog, and Inga van der Heijden, of course. Aniek van Alphen's got a second place. Riders banging right on the front door, waiting for that first victory of the season. Lucinda Brand is already off to a hot start here, guys. Look at Lucinda Brand's record this year already for October and November. First place on the 16th, first place on the 18th. This is back in October, guys. I should have been covering this. Second place at the first Telenet Super Prestige race. I missed that one. First place on November the 1st. First place on November the 2nd. So, guys, in the X20 series, which we're doing today, it's cumulative time, and I think it's over 8 weeks. I think I heard somewhere that's an 8-week series, and your time gets added up all the way. So I think if we just zip back here for a second, where did I see that? I just saw somewhere there was times, their cumulative time so far. So they're racing for every week. Think of it as like a stage at the Tour de France, separated by a week, maybe only a couple days at times, depending on the schedule. Yeah, so right now, Lucinda Brand has an overall time of 1:34. Guys, I'm going to jump back there for a second. Let's have a look here. So I think this is week 3. Lucinda Brand has an overall time of 1 hour and 34 minutes. That sounds about right for 2 races. About 45 minutes to a race. Sarah Casasola is 2 minutes back after those 2 events. And then Inga van der Heijden is 4 minutes and 6 seconds back after those 2 events. So probably pays to be consistent and show up to every event. Always be on top. And they should be underway right now, guys. Yep, they're already off. This here, guys, I've watched all of this race, women's elite and men's elite. I watched it all yesterday, outside of a few other fun things I got up to yesterday. Super technical course. Doesn't look like it's had any heavy rain recently, but it's always kind of damp here, muddy. We're basically right alongside a river and wedged in between 2 lakes. In fact, I'm looking at one of the lakes right now. This is a race course where gaps open up really, really quick. Really quick. So they wedged these races into these tiny little areas. Remember, Belgium, Netherlands, there's tons of low-lying water here. Dudes, what I'm going to show you here now. So the official start is underway. Here's a map. Took this straight from the Cyclocross24.com website. All credit to them for this image here that they're showing for the Trofeo Badkamers Vlaanderen Cross. Here is our course, guys. Here's the course. Riders already slipping and falling. Carnage. 1 rider goes down, 2 and 3 more are falling down behind them. Guys, I said this yesterday. You probably heard this all before. It's the dab domino. if you're not at the front doing all the work by yourself, and someone, I've seen more riders just crashing randomly into barriers. Coming down like the yellow slide area, ooh, that looks slick. Very, very slick, guys. Yeah, the mud consistency here is really juicy right now. I'm loving it. Loving this, guys. Let me just get things finally tweaked up here, dudes. Gonna get some brightness going. We got Don here. Riders already in the pits. Riders are already in the pits here. Currently, who is in our lead here? I'm going to have a quick look here, guys. Lucinda Brand off the front again, guys. Dutch champion here. Man, just a little tiny bump. Dab. I think that was Inga having to dab there right at the very beginning. Another rider dabbed beside them, and it caused 3-4 riders have to start walking up this little climb that they should never have had to have walked. There's a quite bit of a muddy section right before it, and it's slowing them down. They're hitting this little tiny bump, and it's causing problems for all these riders here. Lucinda Brand already off to the races, guys. Probably already has a 3-4 second lead. And these tiny little bumps are going to just tear this race apart. Riders going up, having to stop, dab. Then the gap's open, guys. The dabs, it's the dab domino. Dab domino. Then you see a bunch of riders lifting their bikes, trying to run with them. Bikes, wheels get tangled in pedals. Riders are ripping the bikes away from each other. I can see it getting extremely physical. Now, compared to the 2024 race that I watched all of yesterday, this is wetter, slipperier everywhere. Now, again, so if we jump back here, dudes, check this out. Hamme Groot Veer here. This is like a fishing pond. We're along the River Durm, it looks like here. Must be like a little tributary of the Scheldt, which should be nearby. There's another lake right here that's not showing up here on this map. So you've got the super technical section here over by the feast tent, festival tent, I guess. Or the feeding area. Maybe it's feed. Yeah, that's what it is. Feast. Let's have a feast. And then the Flandrian VIP tent area. So there's actually a lake in here that you can't see on this map. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's there. It has not dried out. They take off, and then there's some crazy, crazy side hilling here at the far end of the course. They're right along the river. The fans are up high, like on a little bit of a road. Maybe it's a path up there. Looking down. Pretty much on the second corner, they all dismount. Where they're heading more west, they turn here. They all have to dismount on that corner. They can ride the first corner. Several little bumps on course where they're going to be coming to a standstill. And if it's bad up front, it gets even worse at the back. Riders piling into each other. Lucinda Brand already has probably a 5-6 second lead here, guys. Lap 1. Let's see what we got. Yep, 4 seconds back to Inga van der Heijden. Wow. So yeah, small mistakes, big losses. Small mistakes here. So Lucinda Brand did a bike change on the first lap, guys. First lap. Don saying, sounds like when I used to do single track routes in the woods when I was younger. It's rough and raw, lots of slips and falls. Then I switched to road racing, which was safer. Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. Okay, Lucinda. Ooh, I'm going to watch this. Did Lucinda ride that corner? Or she's just faster on her mount dismount? I'm just backing up here a bit, guys. No, she did dismount. This is that off-camber side hill area. They ride into it, take the first 180. They're all capable of riding that. The second one where they're switching back directions again. Guys, think of like switchbacks, just like this. But they're just wedged together. Everyone dismounts on that corner. How quick can you get off your bike, get your leg back over, and go? Lucinda's very, very good at that. Inga looks like she took a bit more time there. That is the UEC Cyclocross champion, European champion. Lucinda's already off. After they get out of this area, they drag down through the woods a little bit, and there's a muddy section. I would think of it as, it's not like a mud bowl. It's a low-lying area, probably between the two lakes. It's quite muddy down there. Kind of like almost like, you know when you get a Slurpee and it's a little bit runny? When you get a Slurpee from the 7-Eleven? It's kind of that consistency, kind of like just slop. Not thick, sticky mud, but it's going to make them really dirty. Love the leaves coming down here. It's insane to me to see that there's still leaves on the trees here. It's barren here, guys. There's not one leaf left on a tree. Inga having to dab again. I think that was right after the muddy section. Yep, it was. There's that mud section right by the Kofidis. Yeah, we're going to call that Kofidis Strait here. There's a mud section and a little hill that's giving, I think that's the hill. Yeah, maybe it's a bit later, but Inga had to put her foot down there. Yeah, so dudes way back in the 60s are like, man, we're losing condition over the winter. How are we going to beat our competitors next spring? Let's ride in the parks. So they set up these awesome races in the parks. They shut down a little park area, maybe a bit of a construction area. Put obstacles up. I don't know what it was like back in the day. I'm actually looking for a really, really good cyclocross book, guys. So if anyone here is watching and you know of one, tell me which one I need to read. I got a bunch of credits here I need to use up. Yeah, Lucinda Brand on the pavement, guys, on the road section. Past the big rubber ducky. First lap done in 7 minutes, 19 seconds for Lucinda Brand. Looks like Inga, remember, she's the European champion right now, guys. She's going to be, what, 10 seconds back already after lap 1. 10 seconds, maybe 11 back in total. Wow. Wow, what a champion Lucinda Brand is. I did hear her on the video. A lot of people are calling her Brand. So if you're a Dutchie, Brand? You guys want Brand? I can do Brand. Bike change for Larissa Hartog. I love her team name, Orange Baby Cycling. Let's take a look at Larissa Hartog here from the Netherlands, 24 years old. Larissa Hartog, she finished 12th yesterday. 9th on Tuesday, we did that race as well. So I would have seen these riders out there. 12th at the European Championships here on November 8th, guys. So they do the Euro Championships early in cyclocross. Then we start the big World Cup on November 23rd. That's coming right away, guys. November 23rd, the UCI World Cup, like the granddaddy. It's 12 events long. Not 12 weeks, 12 events. Some of the races they do back-to-back, or maybe a day in between. Once they do those 12 races, then they go to the World Championships, which I will be doing every second of, guys. Dawn saying riding through thick milkshake mud is a challenge. Yeah, Dawn, it's not super crazy here, but this course is known to be very technical. All that off-camber stuff, wettish areas, right before the feast tent. It's quite technical through there, little ups and downs. Really compact these courses. Like, that's the beauty of this, guys. These races are everywhere. There's so many races going on. Dudes, I'm just going to jump out for a second. Look at the race events today. So race events today, we got Flandrian Cross Hamme on right now. There was a Swiss cyclocross race earlier. Juniors. I think there's multiple events going on there. Then there's the Coupe de France, the cyclocross race. Okay, so they're just showing the junior ones. From yesterday, we had the Merckxplas race. We had Boulder Cup Day 1. We also had Coupe de France Cyclocross 3. So 3 and 4, I just noticed that. They're probably racing 2 races on this weekend somewhere in France. I don't know where it is. The 4, 5, 6 races every day right now, it looks like. So let's just jump right back here now. Fastest laps, 7 minutes, 19 seconds. So Inga was 11 seconds down. Lucinda Brand, man, 36 years old. Yeah, definitely in her prime here. On fire right now. Really dominant. Hasn't finished less than second so far this year. Good dating back to October 16th. So you could see the map I showed you earlier, guys, on Google Maps here, how close we are here. I'll try to show you on the map. So we started in Antwerp, southern end of Antwerp here. We bounced up to Merckplaats. Now we're over here in Hamme. I'm sure these riders live in Antwerp, somewhere nearby. Ghent, Brussels. Jump in the car in the morning, drive over, do your race, drive home that night. You're in your own bed. You get to pet your dog. You get to see your family. You get to sleep in your own bed. Wake up in the morning, go to the next race. I love this type of racing. They're not sleeping in crappy hotels. Ooh, this rider here having extreme problems here. Who was that? Actually, it was Brand. Looks like Brand crashed into the barriers. Yeah, she crashes into some of the Cofidis barriers. Dabs. Actually uses the barriers to keep herself up. Gets going again. And it happens again to her. She leans over again, then she hits the Zelectro Belgium banner there. It must be an electric company, I'm going to guess. Still has a big lead here, though. I'm going to guess if Lucinda Brand's having problems, everyone else is too. Over the planks. Don't forget the double planks are out there, guys. Dawn saying, my friends and I used to emerge from the woods after riding a 16-mile route, all muddy, shins bloody, fun times. You got it, Dawn. You got it. Dude, Dawn, so glad you're back. So glad you're back. Great to have someone here with me. How are we doing today, guys? How's everyone doing? So Lucinda Brand's out front. It's saying a 15-second gap back to Inga. It's not 15 seconds, guys. It's a lot closer than that now. With Lucinda's 2 dabs, probably within a few hundred meters there. And honestly, she was like falling over, using the barriers, trying to stay upright. I think Inga's within, I'm going to say 6 seconds now. 5 to 6 seconds. They're both riding the very, very top of the off-camber section. Inga van der Heijden here, back on. Back on. Even Lucinda Brand makes mistakes on these kinds of course, guys. So we've got Lucinda, Inga chasing by herself, and then there's a group of 2 on that final switchback on the off-camber area. That'll be Aniek van Elfen and Marie Schreiber. Marie Schreiber from Luxembourg. Aniek is from the Netherlands. I mean, and they are using full body language here, guys. Twisting themselves sideways, trying to stay upright on this off-camber. It's just off-camber, you know, just gooey mud, wet grass. This is way tougher than last year. Inga dabbing again before she gets the climb. She thought she was going to crash, dabbed the foot down, stayed upright, and carried her momentum over that hill. She's cruising here now, guys. I think she knows, okay, Lucinda's made mistakes. I'm having to dab in places, but I got to just stay on game, stay on target. Red 5, stay on target. Yes, dudes, that's how we do it around here. How many laps, Dawn? I've been noticing here that most of these are 6 laps. 6 laps for the women, 8 to 9 laps for the men. These races are basically 45-minute long, just absolute watt fests. The most technical riding you're ever going to see. I think early on, I think it is the most technical. The conditions they got to ride through, trying to stay upright. What else would be super? I think a lot, maybe some, there's probably going to be some super awesome downhill rider here watching me. I think that kind of stuff is very, very technical too. Where you're bombing through the woods, probably hitting speeds of 45, 50 miles an hour on gravel, rutted sections, roots. Yeah, that's super technical too. All I keep seeing here on screen too, on the live stats is small mistake by every rider. Small mistake. That's what's being lit up here. Lucinda Brand from the Balois Glowy Lines has done a cyclocross race 2 days in a row, 43 times in her career. 43 times in her career, guys. 18 of those times she's done better on day 2. Well, she won yesterday. Right? So, yeah. Let's take a look at Lucinda again. Yep, she did win yesterday. Telenet Super Prestige, Merckx Plus. So, guys, the Telenet Super Prestige, and I think it's probably the Super Prestige is probably the series. There are different championships. Like today, we're doing the X20 series. The other series is the Super Prestige. I think the main sponsor for that is Telenet. So that's why they call it the Telenet Super Prestige. Saying 5 seconds now. Let's have a look. Is it really 5 seconds? Going through Kofidis area here. Vasland Motor. Must be an auto dealer. Yeah, it's a Jeep dealer. Looks like a Fiat, Jeep, and Maserati dealer. That's kind of strange. Yeah, you got it, Dawn. Stay on target. That's from Star Wars. You got her, dude. You got her. So yeah, guys, busy day yesterday. We did cyclocross early. Then I had a long stint doing Training Peaks virtual commentary for the Echelon Racing League. Chilled out for a little bit. Oh, broke my car down yesterday. So my car is broken down right now, and I cannot get it going. Joey bought my car home, virtually empty. The other car has a headlight out right now. It's a wiring issue, not a bulb. I'm going to try the bulb again today, but it's a wiring issue. We got it that way. Bought the car, Brett. Lucinda's going up the stairs right now. She'll be coming down the back yellow. They kind of have like a grading system over top of the stairs on the far side for the riders to ride down easy. I think that's what that is here. Maybe that's another part. There's a bit of a tunnel section or maybe a raised bridge, and that's where the course goes under and over as it loops around. Okay, just watching here. Yeah, so we had to go out yesterday. And she's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I brought the car home like virtually on empty. I'm like, we can't make it. Do you have any gas? And I'm like, I don't know. And, you usually have a jerry can laying around somewhere. The Jeep, the tail light, I'm sorry, it's the signal light, the main one is, yeah, it's out. I've got the bulbs. The bulbs aren't going to fix it, guys. It's a wiring issue in the wiring harness itself. It's been like that since the day we bought it. We had it fixed once, and it's gone again. It could possibly be the bulb. Like, let's just hope. So it was dark, and we're like, yeah, we can't be driving around with that headlight on, that signal light going, because, yeah, Joey's been pulled over for it before. Oh, I'll get it fixed. You know, one of those. So Colin, for some strange reason, decided, I got a jerry can, let's throw some in. Killed my car. Car issues. Joey Jojo. Yeah, Don. So, yeah, guys, I put a little bit of gas in, and I was like, okay, well, I even told her, I said, this gas might be so old, we're going to break down. She's like, really? I said, well, yeah. I said, we don't really have an option right now. We should have just taken the Jeep and risked the ticket. We got about a mile from home. My car just went clunk. So my car is now sitting on the side of the road in a farmer's field, broken down. Yeah, fun stuff. So then I had to walk home. Probably, I don't know, about a mile. Walk home, got the Jeep. Which is really dumb, right? We didn't think we could drive the Jeep earlier, but we needed the Jeep then. I'm like, you know what? If I need to take a right turn, I won't take the right turn. If there's like someone there I'm going to like make dangerous. The rear tail light works, so no one's going to ram into me from behind in the dark, right? So yeah, then we did our running around town. I did get some gas. I'm like, this is not going to work. It's a fuel-injected car. In the old days, I think it would have worked if it was carbureted. The bad gas is already sucked into the fuel line. All right? So I told Joey, I said, even before we get there, I said, you know what? I'm already prepared. This is not going to work. But on the remote chance it does, it'll be hallelujah. Put the gas in. 1 jerry can, 5 gallons. So that's probably wasted gas now. It did turn. Ran really rough and then died. And battery's probably going to be low now. It's a Sunday. Can't even call the repair shop. If I tow it right now, where am I going to tow it to? Like, where does the repair shop want it? It can't even be moved right now. Anyway, dudes, let's get back to it. Lucinda Brand here. On the off-camber area, she's on the middle section of the off-camber. Inga's just entering it now. So Lucinda's dropping off on the very, very top part here of the off-camber section, running her bike as far as she can, jumps on. Inga is just jumping off now. Just jumping off now. So yeah, 5-6 seconds here is the gap. Inga Vanderheiden here is waiting for one mistake out of Lucinda Brand. If Lucinda Brand makes one mistake, Inga Vanderheiden won't be back on. Bike change would do it too. So this race looks like once these groups get established, they're kind of staying there. There's really no spot that you can use like a big Watts engine to get back on. There is a bit of road, but it's not really long enough to really put down huge watts and kind of group back on. It's really technical, this course. Yeah, Dawn saying arm signaling. Yeah, like Dawn, I told Joey Jojo yesterday. I said, well, you know what, that probably just cost us a few $100. She's like, really? I said, well, yeah. I said, it's going to cost us $100 minimum. We might have AMA still, I think. She asked me that. I'm like, well, we did change our credit card, so we probably didn't repay it. You know, it would have been on an auto or whatever you call it. I said, it's going to have to be towed into town. I think there's 2 little shops in Didsbury. I just don't want to have it towed today and plonk the car where they're like, why is this car right here? It's blocking us now. I need to talk to them first and then try to get a tow truck to take it there. We need 2 cars, guys. Definitely need 2 cars. I got to get Joey's mom to appointments. Joey needs her car to go to work and go to her appointments. Yeah. It's kind of... Then I told her, I said, yeah, then probably going to be a couple $100 minimum at the repair place. I think all they probably have to do is disconnect the fuel source where it goes into like the fuel injection management system. Disconnect it there, maybe clean a little bit. I don't really know. I have no idea what they need to do now. But so obviously, dudes, whatever gas I had left that was good, that wouldn't have made us to town. Like we had, the car was saying less than about half of what we needed to do. And I'm like, well, I know I can probably go a little bit further, but I just didn't feel like walking in the dark with my car broken down in a place where where my car is right now, it's safe. Unless someone breaks into it, which I highly doubt. Hand grenade division here. Today is the Grey Cup. Guys, ooh, I forgot about that. Yes, Mike, you're right. Hand grenade division here. Mike DeRoche here. Today is Grey Cup. The tradies are sports betting, not working on cars. Yeah, I know, Mike. So yeah, dude. So now I gotta wait till tomorrow morning with my car parked on the side of the road, with a bunch of crappy gas in it. So guys, I just like, okay, I got a jerry can here. I was like, I don't even know how old this gas is. Old gas, she bad. Coming off the pavement, dropping down onto the course, you guys. I think we're on lap 3 now. Actually, I'm going to zoom this out a little bit for you guys, for myself. Remember, we're in Hamme. So basically, we're kind of wedged in between Antwerp and Ghent. So I heard them call it this morning. They kind of put like a Ghent, almost like a GK sound in Ghent. Let's just call it Ghent, as in the Ghent Wegelgem. Joey Jojo is asking, why on earth would I tell him a story? It's a fun story, Joey Jojo. That's the stuff we hear. Why are you watching me right now? Go back to bed. Early in the morning here, guys. Inga van der Heijden chasing Lucinda Brand now. Joey Jojo, I can hear my voice upstairs. It's driving me nuts. Thank you. I can actually hear my voice upstairs. Joey Jojo bought this brand new sound system that's so loud. It's insane. We watch it with all our movies now. Yeah, Joey saying, friends, this is where you realize Colin is a geologist and not a mechanic. Soft hands. Soft hands, guys. I'm okay with it. Geologist, I'm hardly that anymore. Yeah, Don's, exactly, Don. We're all friends here. We're just sharing. Just sharing. Riders all having to jump off on that one little bump, guys. This caused problems for riders last year when it drive. Brand into the pits for a bike swap. So, guys, they take those bikes into the pits. It's the Archer. That's how they have like a little apostrophe in it there. Power wash pit stop. They're actually washing bikes off there in the pits, trying to get the mud off them. Things start gumming up. Any real mechanicals they can take care of. Sometimes they hit the pits just to get a bike with lower tire pressure. So they'll be coming into the pits going down. They'll be pointing downwards, lower the tire pressure. So they're worried about tread selection beforehand and pressure. 10 psi either way might make a difference. Listening to Metallica with the sound system. Exactly, Don. Yeah, that happens, man. That does happen. Again, guys, since lap 1, it's been Lucinda out front, Inga van der Heijden second place, Aniek van Alphen and Marie Schreiber have been riding together the entire way. Nothing has changed. It's been the same the whole way. Again, super technical course. There's no real long straightaways, dry paved areas where someone who's like a time trial type rider can put watts down and bring them back. It's way too slippery today. Again, remember, this is all low-lying areas. And looking at the maps here, it almost looks like you can see where they've been trying to reclaim, the water area. I mean, that's what they do in this part of the world. It's like you can just see all the canal systems there and all the trees they're planting, building things up. Very few houses right nearby. But in this case, there are buildings right nearby. Like there's a condo unit that overlooks the race course here. Yeah. Don saying, remember, you got Emerson Insurance Associates. Yeah, Don's still working on that. Joey's saying apparently he cannot sell to family. Yeah, can't sell to family apparently. Oh yeah, so yeah, Metallica is in Australia, guys. They played in Melbourne just a few nights ago. Probably did the double night trip. It wasn't the typical Metallica setup, the M72 Tour setup. It is the M72 Tour. They didn't have everything right in the middle, just where the stadiums are. But Melbourne Stadium looks massive. Massive. Okay, so I think one of those riders, it looks like Aniek van Alphen might be riding solo here, guys. Let me have a good look at this. Lucinda Brand into the off-camber, I call them switchback area here. This is where there's like, I'm pretty sure there's a building overlooking this area, or there's a road up high right above us. No, just a road, and then the River Durm. I think it's D-U-R-M. Lucinda's in the middle switchback. Inga just coming out of the first one now. She's just taking that corner. First corner is rideable. Second corner, you cannot ride it. Then it looks like, I can't tell if that's Schreiber. She's the Luxembourg champion, so she'll be in red, white, and blue. Aniek will be in red. Yep, it's Schreiber in third, entering that corner. Inga's coming out. And also, so there's been a bit of a gap now between Schreiber and Aniek van Alphen here. Just a matter of seconds. These barriers are getting put to good use here. A lot of riders having to use their shoulders at time and almost leaning on the barriers in places, especially through this off-camber area here. They're being forced to kind of ride. She's actually riding now. Schreiber is riding down the side of the hill here, having to dab, put her foot down, double dab, another dab. Then she starts doing the little skateboard scooter action. Aniek van Alphen just blows right by her. 2-3 dabs, and she just lost her third place. So she was 4 or 5 seconds ahead. Now she's 4 or 5 seconds behind. It is showing on PCS they're together. There we go. Now it's showing that Aniek is 2 seconds ahead of Marie Schreiber from Luxembourg. Joey's saying time for some real thumbnails. Yep, seems to be working. Oh! Aniek van Alphen hits that little bump there in the mud, slides over, and almost just rams right into the barriers. more little mistakes, as they like to call it, for Schreiber there. The balance of these athletes is incredible. You're riding on mud. It's like riding on ice. They're totally using body moves, kicking out elbows, kicking out knees in the opposite direction to avoid crashing. Amazing still that there's leaves on the trees. Lucinda Brand through the start finish. I can see the big yellow ducky in the background. That was lap, I think we've done 3 laps. 3 laps. We're on lap 4 of 6 now. Is that 4 or 6 now? Or, yeah, we're on 4 or 6 now. So off the pavement through the Bod Commerce Trofee finish area here, the X20 series. Inge van der Heijden here. Here is our European UEC cyclocross champion. Off the pavement, down, takes a left-hand corner into Sport Vlaanderen corner. Aniek and Marie Schreiber are back together on the pavement. So it looks like they both had little mistakes. Back together riding. Couldn't shed each other. Youngest competitor today at the start? Really? Lisa Mays, 16 years old here. And, okay, of course, that's the juniors, guys. So she's not in this race. As soon as I saw that stat, I'm like, yeah, that's probably in the junior class. So, guys, earlier on today, we saw women's juniors and men's juniors. Unfortunately, they don't show that on the TV coverage. It goes straight to women's elite and men's elite here. So, the other races, way more compact field. This is the first race I've seen just in this week where there's been it's the most technical course with probably the most slop out there. This little technical section here, I think this is right before the feast tent. It's pretty dry, lots of curvy, swervy. Good viewing spot for spectators here. Love how they have the little woven together branches. They got a lot of that going on here. Guys, where's my coffee? Let's get it. Yeah, so we're doing this. We'll have a short break in between. Nature break time, get more coffees. Then we do the men's race. Passing the lake here. Coca-Cola corner. Amazing the number of sponsors here. Willie Nason's, that's another one I see all the time in these Belgium-Dutch races. I don't know, is it like real estate or something? Napoleon. What's that sponsor? And it's amazing the number of people that come out to watch this stuff. Like, this is a big deal. Ooh, this is getting super sloppy here now. When the men come through here, this is going to be a nightmare. It's already getting torn apart by the women here and the juniors that have been out. Curvy, swervy, lumpy, bumpy. Hey, Dawn. What was your cards and, what was it, comics and cards? Or what was it? Games and cards? I forgot what you said. Dude, I love going to stuff like that. I see it a lot, right? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go check that out. Cards, big thing. I don't know if you're talking like Pokemon cards or Magic the Gathering cards. Yeah, guys, it's wet here. Just slimy, slippery, standing mud everywhere. You can see all the fans. They're all walking around with the kind of like boots on. And Aniek van Alphen and Marie Schreiber both opt for a bike change through this time through the Karcher pit stop lanes. They jump in, guys. They turn into the pit lane. They've probably been able to message the pit at some point, maybe right before they even get there. They might actually, I wonder if they have like a spotter out on course. Like a team. Ooh, Lucinda hits that bump again, rolls right into the barrier, has to put her foot down, run her bike. This is tough. So she will have lost time there. But So she lost time there, but she's already pulled away again. So it's not as bad. It was down to 5 seconds. We're back to 15. Everyone's making mistakes on this course, guys. So yeah, they might have a spotter. That's my guess. They're going to have like a team member out on course with probably a two-way radio or a cell phone. Hey, Lucinda wants her tire pressure dropped. She hates the tire pressure right now. Then by the time she gets around to the pits, maybe they can have that ready. I could see that happen. Don Cine was a comics, Pokemon cards, and vintage toys. Kids had a blast. Awesome stuff. Yeah, all those high-priced, high-dollar Pokemon cards. That's like an amazing business to me. Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, like massive business. So we've got one out front. All we're really seeing, guys, is Lucinda, Inga, Anique, and Marie. That's what the cameras are focused on here. I think we might be using a lot of drone cameras here. This is a drone shot right here. Yeah, that must have been a drone. I've actually seen races where they fly the drone down through the trees with them. Okay, okay, so Don's saying there were some old toys and games being sold. Yeah, it's fun to go check those things out. Off-camp area, Lucinda's coming through. It looks like Lucinda Brand right now is catching some of the slower riders. Yep. I saw riders leaving the off-camp area. Lucinda's halfway through it. Inga is just entering it now. Just think of mud at the top of the hill, and every time they go over it, they're slowly drifting downwards. The hills, you know, guys, think about it like probably a 30-degree slope, and they're trying to ride side hill on it, on slippery mud. It's forcing them down the hill onto the slipperier grass, and riders are really struggling to stay up there. Let's see what Inga does here. She's remounting the bike. I've seen some riders really struggle, and they're going like 3/4 down the hill, sideways, losing time, having to dab all the way. Big battle here for me right now is Anique and Marie Schreiber. Quick dab very early there by Marie. I think she thought she was going to go down quick there. And these conditions, you could be down like in a second. Both back on. And I noticed these two are doing more slipping and sliding on the off-camber sections than our front two riders, Inga and Lucinda. Just a different style of riding, I think. Maybe different tires. Nice chasing group of 4 here. I'll try to get these riders figured out. Manon Baker, Anne-Marie Wurst, Julie Browers, and Denise Betsema. Guys, I'm starting to remember all these names. Denise Betsema, she's in that purple jersey, purple-black kit that I really like. Crelan Cordon Rider, 7 Racing. The Crelan Cordon Rider is just going sideways down the hill. So if you're going sideways, you're not going as far forwards. So you could be passed quite easy there. After they leave the off-camber area, they race through the woods. That's when they go through that slurpy-type mud section, pop up on a little hill, and it's getting wetter and more torn up every time through. Love all the supporters on the course here. It's really cool to see they all have like gigantic flags up with their favorite riders. So I just saw Anne-Marie Wurst. I just saw Lorenz Sveik. And another one. They're like giant posters of them through at the start-finish area here. Start-finish area also has the giant rubber ducky. Really cool to see that. Guys, been cyclocross weekend here. Yeah, there's rubber ducky here. After they get off the road here, the road section is quite small here. And if it does come down to a sprint finish for any of the battles on course, it's basically 1 by 1, take a left-hand bend, and then you probably have maybe only 100, 125 meters to light up your sprint to get to the finish line. So the trail is so technical, they're going to have a hard time passing. So when you get ahead, you need to stay ahead. And it's happened here. Marie Schreiber right now is ahead of Van Alphen again. Probably 3-4 seconds right now. This is probably the most tactical battle I'm watching, is the race for 3rd and 4th place right now. Lucinda's doing her own thing. Van der Heiden's doing her own thing. And again here, you just keep seeing over and over, small mistake, small mistake. There's that acceleration by Schreiber. So Brand's through, Van der Heiden, Schreiber, Van Alphen. Julie Browers is riding solo and being pursued by Baker, Betsema, and Wurst. And then I think we got quite a big gap to the next group of riders here. Remember, guys, the men are coming up right after this. So there'll be probably a short break. I think yesterday ended up being quite long. So I'll just put it like on a holding screen. Dudes, if you want to see where we are again here, let me just get this all going again. 13 seconds to Vanderheiden, 32 seconds to Schreiber from Lucinda. They are on the final lap, guys. That's how quick these races are. Here's our course. You've heard me talking about it. Super technical area here by the feast tent. Straight away by the lake. There is another lake right here in the middle of the screen. These are the off-camber switchbacks I keep talking about. This corner here in the top left, impossible to ride. I've yet to see one person ride it. All of the racing last year too, men's and women's, not one person could ride that corner. It's just too steep. Then this is where they're floating along here, drifting downhill, down through the super wet spot, past the other lake. There's a little spit of land in between. That's the pits area. Jumping back here, guys. Unless Lucinda Brand has a major accident. Lucinda Brand does a bike change on the last lap. So, got to assume these bikes are getting really muddy, dirty. Things aren't shifting as good. Inga Vanderheiden does the bike change too. So, losing a couple seconds in the pit is worth having a faster bike. Not carrying a bunch of mud. She actually has to kick her right foot out. Get some mud out of it to get back on the pedals there. Something like that, you could probably easily lose a second doing that. And, okay, there we go. This is the pit straight. It's like a big, like a kind of a cul-de-sac. Long straightaway, fence in the middle. They do a turnaround at the end, straight back. Here's where Lucinda struggles every time. This Cofidis corner here. There's a little bit of a bump and a rut. She's going in there and just basically jamming her front wheel into the rut. Struggling to stay up. Then this electro area. She's dabbing all the way through there as well. Okay, if they can show us Inga here. Okay, they bounce away back to Anique and Marie. They're back together, guys. There's no gap between them at all right now. Riding side by side, actually. It's showing that there's 2 seconds between them. They're not that far apart. However, Marie has the same problem at the same era as Lucinda. And again, there she probably just lost a second. And you need to be ahead here. It's all about positioning here. You do not want to be behind a rider because you're never going to pass them. You will never pass them here, guys. Inga Vanderheiden through the technical area near the feast tent. Feast without an A, double E. Love it. I know I watched this race. Was it this race last year with Mathieu Van der Poel? I think it was. The feast area, the technical area by the feast tents, very dry here. There's no mud here at all. You know, maybe just the slightest damp mud. Nothing slimy or slippery through here. LAMF. Dude, you're back. LAMF, greetings from Whitley Bay, Northeast England. It's 8 degrees Celsius, cloud and sunny spells. Dude, where you been, man? Where have you been? Dude, just so you know, guys, LAMF probably was with me for most of the Tour de France coverage as well, alongside Dawn. This is our third cyclocross race of this week. Guys. So we did first cyclocross race on the 11th. On the Tuesday, we did Merckxplatz yesterday. We're doing Hamme today. We're also doing some Training Peaks virtual cycling at 9 o'clock this morning for me. So I'm doing that, a criterium race, virtual racing. If you guys want to check that out, see what you're going to do over the winter to stay in shape, maybe check it out. I've got one dude, who was it? I think it's Flocky. Guys, you know Flocky. He's been in the chat before, watched a lot of the videos. I think he's considering New Year's resolution, getting a trainer and starting to ride inside. I think, yeah, it was when we were doing the Training Peaks virtual race yesterday. He was there for that. Lucinda and Inga on the top of the off-camber area for the final time here. Guys, everyone's got their little ducky mascot thing out today. You know, some at the football games, they'll have the big finger sign, you know, like the whatever, number 1. Everyone here has a ducky. Although we do have the big finger sign too. We got that as well. Anique has pulled away from Marie now. Those little mistakes. And this race, once you get your positions, that's it. Going through the slurpy mud. Lucinda hits that bump. Just pro. Full pro there. No problems getting through there. Slipping and sliding everywhere. Her bike is filthy again. She's only been on it for one lap. One lap. Dawn, thank you, dude. LMF saying, I'll be present from Tour Down Under onward. Dude, thanks. LMF, I was just talking this morning that cyclocross season and World Tour racing for the Tour Down Under, guys, starts January 20th. They will be overlapping, which is awesome. because I'm like, this is going to power me through. There's lots of racing coming, and all of a sudden, we're back to World Tour. Dawn's gone back and hyped all the cyclists. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. LMF saying Jonas in the Giro in 2026, just a rumor. Really? Dude, I could see him wanting that. Lucinda Brand and in the finish line now, guys. She's off the dirt, onto the pavement, already hand slapping competitors. Keep your phones out of the way, folks. You may lose it on the ground there. Lucinda, 1 weekend, 2 wins. Right there. Glasses are off. Yesterday, she threw her glasses off in the pits. Inga van der Heijden here, UEC European Cyclocross Champion. She just got that championship a week ago. Second place, looks like 9 seconds down. LMF, I tend to watch CX when MVDP, Pitters, Wout van Aert present. Yeah, those guys aren't here yet. They'll be here soon. Yep, the foam fingers. The foam finger. They're blue in this one, and they got rubber duckies. Oh, look at this. Marie Schreiber running her bike to the finish. Her chain came off when she left the dirt onto the pavement. It's only about 125 meters. Bike over her shoulder, running, looking back. She doesn't want to lose her 4th spot here. I'm going to actually back up a second here, guys. Riders are coming. She's racing for 4th place. There's a big sprint behind her. She's running down the road. She's got it, though. I want to see if she actually lost a position there. Yeah, okay, so Aniek had finished in 3rd. Aniek van Alphen had finished in 3rd. Then we're watching Marie Schreiber. Remember, they did fall. Yeah, there's her chain off. Her chain is off. Guys, you think with all the tech, that's what a little bit of mud does. A little bit of mud knocks these chains off, guys. So it was just off her front chain ring, and then she has to run all the way down the road. She's constantly looking back. There were 2 riders coming. There's a Crelan Cordon rider coming. And Julie Browers is in that mix too. Let's just see this here. I'm just trying to get updated, guys. Who's finished where? Yeah, so Schreiber did get 4th. It's not showing who got 5th place yet. Yeah, Balois, glowy lines. Okay. Oh, van der Heijden. So we got, yeah, van der Heijden is a Crelan Corridon rider. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think they're probably the strongest team out there. Pretty strong. Balois, glowy lines. Crelan always has a big team anyways, especially in the men's race. What are we saying here? Oh, he's sponsored by Vingago Home Renovations LLC, lead contractor, Juana Yuso. I love it, Don. Yeah, guys, pretty soon it's going to be all back to road stuff. I'm so looking forward to. So, dudes, let's just have a quick look here. Brand. So we got Baker in 6th place. I think Verst was 7th or 8th. Schreiber's over here just sitting on the side of the road. Betsema was 7th. Baker was 6th. Anne-Marie Wurst in 8th place here. 1 minute, 31 seconds down. Here's the Van Riesel. This will be, I think this is Helene Clausel finishing here. Let's just see what they say. Yeah, it is Clausel. 2 minutes, 12 seconds down. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a wait till the men start. Dudes, what we're going to do right now is going to come back here. We're going to go to the home page here. Remember, I'm hanging out on Pro Cycling Stats. Get a membership, dudes. It's worth it to get all the data and all the stats. There are races still going on. There's road race championships in Africa. None of that stuff's you can see, though. Cyclocross races today. So we've got the Hamme cyclocross race here, Flandrian Cross X20 series. We have the Cyclocross de Levi in Canada. That's later today. And we also have the Copa de España. Basically cyclocross racing in Spain, guys. So many races every day. Next, World Tour races, guys. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention that, too. I said World Tour. TDU, World Tour Down Under. January 20th. Don't forget, the women start before them. They start on January 17th. Then the men go for the men's Tour Down Under. Then the women do the Cadel Evans Great Ocean Road Race. That's going to be a banger. The men do it a couple days later. They do the Cadel Evans. Actually, they do it the very next day. The women do it on January 31st. The men do the Cadel Evans Great Ocean Road Race on the 2nd. And then after that, guys, it just lights up. It just lights up. I'm going to take a look at the calendar right now. I wonder if we'll see next year. And this will be pro. Actually, this is just pro races. Yeah, is that pro races? That's not including like 2.1 races, 2.2 races. Let's just have a quick peek, guys. Okay, so things are showing up. Okay, I think I've got everything lit up here. So women's Tour Down Under, that's World Tour Racing, is January 17th. Then the men's is the 20th, 5-6 days long. Then there's the one day race at the Santos Tour Down Under. There's the surf. Yeah, there's tons of races, guys. The Alula Tour starts on January 31st as well. That's a Pro Series race. I'll be doing that one. After that, guys, it's going to be crazy busy. There'll be so much for me to do. The UAE Tour starts. So basically, there's the Alula Tour, and then they do the UAE Tour, all World Tour races, guys. It's coming up quick. Okay, dude, Don, I'm an Inside Cycling World member. Yes, dude, I get exclusive access to world-class indoor cycling events. Yes, you do, Don. Yeah, Don, I'm trying to push my memberships thing a little bit more. Only because, dude, I got invited to a boot camp over on YouTube, and they're like, just do it. Do it. Do some members-only videos. It's like extras on top. So I did my first one this week, and apparently we get some really, really cool YouTube swag out of it. They made it seem like it was a really big deal. Like, hey, guys, you weren't just selected randomly. We've looked at your channels. We like what you're doing. Maybe they like I'm doing something different, and we're going to try to help you out a little bit more through the membership program. What's interesting here too, guys, you can see here on screen right now, Lucinda Brand is doing her media relations stuff. I'm noticing all of the Modern Adventure Pro Cycling transfers showing up. These are all the latest signings. Next year, we have the George Hincapie team, aka also Lance is involved somewhere in there. They start up next year. Modern Adventure Pro Cycling, they are a pro level team, so they'll probably do mostly continental stuff. I haven't really seen what their season's going to be like yet. I mean, everything's so new there, but some good names are like Leo Hayter's there. You can see here, let's find him. His big brother is Ethan Hayter. Is it his big brother? Yeah, it's his big brother. So Leo and Ian Hayter, known time trialists. So he's joining them. Riley Pickrell here, we've seen him before. I think he was Project Echelon, wasn't he? Israel Premier Tech. So Riley Pickrell's gone across. Robin Carpenter's a name I know well. Stefan Dabo, that's a name you guys should know from a few years back here. You can see here he raced for EF Education, Easy Post World Tour Team, Astana World Tour Team, and way back when NTT Pro Cycling, that they were World Tour Team. Dimension Data for Quebec. Guys, you probably remember all those team names. So it's kind of like he's 28. I think he had a little blurb he put out there, kind of like it's reinvigorated his career. He's been around quite a while racing here. I guess he'd be coming 9-10 years racing right now. So he did Turkey last year. A lot of racing in Turkey, it looks like. Tour of Taiwan. There's the Alula Tour. That'll be the second World Tour race. Actually, it's not a World Tour. It's a 2.1. But you're going to see all the World Tour racers there. There's going to be a ton of them. Ton of Pro Series teams. Yeah, so Modern Adventure Pro Racing, George Hincapie, the GM. Alex Howes is there as well. Joey Roscoff. Bobby Julich. Guys, these are all names you know. All names you know. Alex Howes. Teams as rider. He rode for EF Education. Garmin Sharp. He was around forever. Alex Howes was around forever. He's 37 now. Raced from 2007 to 2022. Wow. So he had a long career. Joey Roscoff, that's a name I know well too. Q36.5, Rally, BMC Racing. Just a few of the teams. I'm not talking about results. I think we're seeing some of the junior results from earlier today. Yeah, this series here, is this the junior women's? Yeah, this must be junior women's from earlier today. We are getting some coverage over here, guys. They've decided to show it. I guess they had cameras here. They're going to show it. Yeah, just doing highlights, I think. Nope, this is the elite race. Sorry. Yep, that's Lucinda. That's Inga Vanderheiden there. There's Anique. Yeah, just all highlights now. Yeah, Bobby Julich. He's there. Okay. Don saying, if Pidcock is racing today, my bet would be on him. No, he's not here yet. Those guys usually show up later in the year. Modern LMF UCI individual rankings for 2025. Poggy, Jonas, Isaac. Yeah. Dude, Isaac Del Toro was incredible. Let's shout out to Paul Magnier. He won so many sprint stages at the end of the year there. I don't know if you guys saw the Tour of Guangxi that I did. I did some of those stages. I think Paul Magnier won, like, everything. Like, everything there. Dudes, I'm going to look that up while we're here. We got some time to kill before the men's race. Probably going to grab a coffee here. Tour of Guangxi. GUA. There it is. It was there. It vanished. Back to this again. Tour of Guangxi. Really? Now you don't want to show it? Guangxi. Oh, that's annoying. Here, maybe it'll just find it. Nope, won't find it. I'm spelling it wrong, that's why. Okay, so let's type in Paul. Sorry, guys. Paul Magnier, there he is. Because I know he was there. Paul Magnier, Tour of Guangxi, guys. This guy, look at this. 4 first places in a row. And he actually won the last stage as well. It looks just almost the same as the Crow race. Look at all his victories there. 4 victories there. 5 victories at the Tour of Guangxi. Real deal sprints, guys. I mean, not all of the Tier 1 sprinters there, but Paul Magnier, dudes, he's going to be Tier 1 next year. Tier 1 sprinter for sure. This guy is really fast. Really, really fast. So, yeah, Paul Magnier did great last year, too. What is he doing today? Maybe he's watching this race. Q36.5 for your cycling, and if you need a DJ for your kids' party. Exactly, Don. Exactly. Yeah, and Bobby Julich's there as well. When did Bobby Julich stop racing? Here, I'm going to do that again, guys. We got lots of time. Bobby Julich, staff member, just getting the cash. 53 years old. Wow. CSC Pro Team. So Bobby would have been around in the Carlos Sastre era. That's when he was there. And it's so weird looking back, too. Like, look, PT Pro Team. TT1 must have been one step down. Maybe that was considered Continental back then. So he has been a staff member at Sky Pro Cycling. And then it looks like a Conti team here. Holesco Citadel presented by Arapo Resources. I think I know that company. I think that's an energy oil and gas company in the States somewhere. Fans are out there waving. They got their winter jackets on like it's about 30 below here in Belgium. They are decked out for winter. Lots of people wearing their woolen hats. And the ducky is a big thing here. This dude has a full ducky baseball cap on. Little interviewer with Anique Van Alphen, 7 racing rider. So dudes, I'm going to start getting queued up here for the men's race coming up. Hamme, men's race, men's elite. Here's your start list. Toonarts raced yesterday, finished in the 20th something position. Thibaut Nice, Michael Van Torenau, Niels van der Putter, Joran Weisseré, I struggle with his name, Laurens Sveik, Lars van den Haars, Philippe Orts, Emil Verstringer, Kevin Kuhn, Joris Nieuwenhuis. Dude, this guy, go back and watch that race yesterday, dudes. This guy had a horrible start. What happened to him? Crashed his bike. I noticed that the boa on his right shoe was dangling loose, so it blew his shoe out. Crashed after that. Stopped on the course, fiddling with his chain. Was riding 13th or 14th. Gadoosh wins the race. Like just juggernauted it all the way. Cameron Mason's back with Andrew Strohmeyer here. Jente Michaels is back again, who will be probably riding a lot with Niels van der Putter. They are teammates for Alpecin de Koenig. Mies Hendricks. I think there's about 40-something men in this race too. Ryan Camp. Toon van den Bosch for Creeland Corridon. Kevin Suarez. Check this out too, dudes. I did know this. There is another Van der Putter. except he's got spaces in his name. Niels van der Putter, Mr. Consistent, does not have the spaces you can see up here. He's a van der Putter. The other guy's a van der Putter. Not related. Wietz, Musen, Clement Orny, Lorenz Marasco, Anton Ferdinand, Bailey Groendahl, Lander Lux, Wout Janssen, Raymond. Ooh, that's a hard name. That is a hard name, dude, there. Delnoge, Yuta Okayama, Sander de Vet, Robin Alderweireld, Sen Dollander, Jonas Mertens, and Steph Jans. We got 33 in this one coming up, guys. Older riders. Okay, so Victor is 31 years old. Just having a look at the old timers here. Philippe, riding really good. 30 years old. Lars is 34. Lorenz is 31 years old. Michael Van Torenau, 31 years old. And Toon Arts, 32 years old. If you don't know who this dude is, okay, he did finish 20th yesterday. Oh, it's saying he's not starting today, guys. I'm seeing it here already. He's not starting today. This race has not gone off yet, and he's already showing up with the DNS. So maybe he's sick. I mean, he didn't do great yesterday. Guys, just remember back last weekend, he became the UEC Cyclocross European champion last weekend, first place. Had a good win early in the season. Couple of top 10s. Couple of outside the top 10s. Couple back in the top 10s. You know, so it's kind of like really on or kind of off. And yesterday was more than kind of off. Like 20th place when you're the UEC Cyclocross champion. There's something up. So maybe he's a little bit sick, which I'm kind of feeling right now. Just a little bit off here, guys. Oldest competitors. Okay, we went through that. Lars, 34 years old. Okay, just going to back up you guys. Pitters will have a much better team for 26, but repeating a podium place will be difficult. Yeah, team looks good now. They had lots of good new riders jump in there. Maybe I should pull them up. Tom was in great shape last season, yeah. 20 years since Bobby Julich rode. Really, that's crazy, right? Bobby's only 2 years older than me. Yeah, he's younger than me. His birthday is 2 days away. Birthday is 2 days away. Guys, let's do that. How much time do we have? Yeah, we got time. Teams. Nope, this is going to be all CX teams here. So guys, it's weird. You'll see the CX teams. It's just the riders at the end here. Inga and Lucinda having a little chit chat. Anik's there as well, so they're going to be doing the podium right away, guys. I'm going to go over to road for a second here. Let's take a look at Q36.5. Come on. Okay, I'm not in road. Let's get back to road, Colin. Let's do this. You can do this. Teams. Where are they? Eyes are... Oh, that's right, guys. Pinarello was announced as their bike this year. Incoming. We got incoming riders. Let's take a look at the incoming riders. Sam Bennett's going to be coming in for some sprint support here. Eddie Dunbar from Team Jayco Alula. Thomas Gloag from Team Visma Lisa Bike. Guys, I don't know if you remember. I'm pretty sure Thomas Gloag... Was he the dude? Let's take a look. Was it the Crow race where he did really well at the end? Or am I thinking of the other Visma Lisa Bike rider? I think he was helping the other Visma Lisa Bike rider. I'm going to have to remember his name. I think he's an Irish rider. Chris Harper for Team Jayco Alula. Quinton Hermans. Emmanuel Huku. Zandro Maurice. Zandro. Saw him in Montreal do quite well there. Lombardia did well. Fred Wright for Bahrain Victorious. Brent Van Moor. So they've got a bunch of riders coming in. Who left? Transfers out. Rory Townsend. Dudes, remember him? Do you guys remember Rory Townsend? Who remembers him? He's an Irish dude. And it was the ADAC Cyclassic. Let's just see. He's going to Unibet. Rose Rockets, not Titama Rockets anymore, guys. Let's take a look at Rory Townsend. See if my memory's dialed in, guys. Is the memory dialed in? There it is right there, dudes. There it is. World Tour race, one-day race, 207 kilometers. Rory Townsend won that race for Q36.5. He's leaving the team this year. Beat out Arnaud Delis, Paul Magnier, Jasper Philipsen, Danny Van Poppel, all the big hitters. Why? He was in a four-rider break. He's the survivor. he escaped and survived. So he's leaving Q36.5. Juan Luco Brambia's retiring. Brambia, I think, I was going to say he was a sprinter. He's not a sprinter. He's a climber. So he's retiring at the age of 38. So his career's over. Giacomo Nizzolo, I think I saw this one too already. 36 years old. Wow. Back in 2016 and 2015, guys, points jersey at the Giro. So, sprinter. Yeah. This guy's done racing. Started way back when in 2008. So, 17-year-long career. Yannick Stemley. I don't know who this rider is here. No one knows where he's going. Probably looking for a ride right now. And some of the teams have kind of dissolved and merged, so there's going to be a lot of riders looking for a spot. So that's our Q36.5 update, guys. It is a good team. You know, just looking through it, it's a good team. It's going to get better and better. Joseph and Thomas Pidcock on the same team. Nicholas Zukowski is there. Fred Wright. They've got a sprinter here, Matteo Moschetti. Good support coming with Xander Maurice. Damian Howson's there. Quinton Hermans. There's Glogue, who's just coming. Eddie Dunbar, climber. Dela Cruz. DeGant, Fabio Christian. Take a look at Fabio Christian. Where did he come from? Okay, he's been there a couple of years. I just remember him watching him this year. Okay, that's that. And I'm going to jump into this here. Here's the men's elite, guys. Most career wins here today. As of today, I think it is Philippe Orts is on 47 wins. So the competitors today at this race, most career pro wins, Philippe Orts, Spanish rider. Lawrence Fake. We saw Fake win. Which one was it? The race on Tuesday. The race on Tuesday, Lawrence Fake won that race. I can't believe it. Oh, Neil's race, Super Prestige. Telenet Super Prestige, Neil won that race. Oh, Dawn, yeah, I would die for a strawberry frosted Pop-Tart. I think all I got upstairs right now was Cliff Bars, and I got really, really bad little crappy granola bars. And dude, I love the fact that you used the word Sanka. Sanka. Dude, I haven't heard that word forever. Is that still a brand? Guys, I love my instant coffee. In fact, this one was an instant one. I might get another. Joey says, make sure you leave enough coffee for me and my mom to drink in the morning. So I did leave enough for them, and I switched to the instant. But Sanka, that's all I'm going to call it now. Dude, you want a Sanka? I'm going to just start dropping that in day-to-day conversations. I'm not going to say instant coffee, and people are going to look at me like, what? Sanka? I was hopeful for Eddie Dunbar to have more stage victories this season. That's coming from Don. Yeah, and Ellie Matheson saying he will be a useful climbing domestique. Exactly. That's what Pidcock needs. Pidcock's always isolated. Always. He didn't really have a lot of climbing support here at the Vuelta. I mean, Zukowski was there for a lot of the work. Zukowski's a bigger dude, though, not really designed to be a climber. Lars van der Haar, he's 34. He's on 41 wins. Michael Van Toornout, again here, 32 wins. Toonarts, 27 wins. Kevin Suarez, just Niels van der Poeter, 11 wins. But, yeah, he's there. Joris Nieuwenhuis, who won yesterday, is on 10 wins. Thibaut Nice, 9 wins. Guys, pretty much the bangers here. The only dudes that aren't here are MVDP. Here they're talking to Joris right now, who won yesterday. Jersey looks clean for now. It's not going to be clean very long. And hopefully he's got some new shoes. I mean, that boa just hung off all the way. Guys, I broke a boa on my favorite red shoes. Supposedly you can fix it. I have no idea how. No idea how. Don saying he thinks Sanka's learned. If it's not, dude, let's bring it back. Oh, everyone's over here getting their frites and sausage. That's the big thing here. They got the little food trucks out. So, dudes, I'm trying to look at the schedule here. Oh, I love the cameraman. The cameraman's checking out the girls. Those camera guys. Yep, it's all about the rubber ducky here. Rubber ducky hats. Dude, these guys are rocking. They don't even know it. They're wearing rubber ducky toques. So it looks like a little duck with a bill and a blue pom-pom on top. That's a toque. I wonder what they call me. Yeah, Vander Friggенberg. Dude, he's going to have an awesome season next year. 6:53, guys. I think we don't go live for... Actually, I think we're going live here in 7 minutes, dude. It says start is right on the hour. That gives me time to rip upstairs and grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Done. I got my Sanka. We're just going to call it a Sanka from now on. Kids playing in the mud, guys, tromping around in the mud. They got their rubber boots on, their wellies. Let's go, kids. Love it. Probably sliding in through the mud here. Oh, Ian saying watched a good 4-part doc on Mads Pedersen chasing cobbles. Ian, is that what it's called? Just search Chasing the Cobbles? I need a good documentary to watch on cycling. Dudes, we're ready to rock here. Looks like they're starting right away. I looked it up. You can get a 2-ounce jar. Don, look, for all your Sanka needs here, guys. Don, check it out. You can get a 2-ounce jar of Sanka for $5.29 on Amazon. Love it, dude. Sanka, you need to get back out there. We need to get your name back out to the world, man. Sanka for all coffee, for all pro cyclers. Okay, so Chasing the Cobbles, guys. Throw that in your YouTube search bar. Give that a search today. It looks like a little 4-parter. When I hear 4 parts, probably like 6 or 7 minutes apart, probably something like that. Last winners, guys. Niels van der Putter. He's here today. MVDP won this. So weird. They're showing 2 wins in 1 year. What's that all about? Wout van Aert in 2023. Lorenz Sveik in 2022. Okay, guys. Here's the trophy again. Right. So right now, yours is in the lead. Cameron Mason's second at 40 seconds back. Toonarts at 41 seconds. Thibaut Nice at 49. Niels van der Putter at 54. Lars van Haar, Victor van der Putter. So, guys, pretty sure it's 8 weeks. Hopefully there's a cyclocross nutter here. I'm pretty sure it's 8 rounds. Cumulative time across all 8 rounds. So, think of it as like almost like a stage race over 8 weeks. They probably do some of these races very close together, so it's probably just a little bit less than 8 weeks. Technical course, it's only going to be worse than what the women went through. It's going to be just as muddy. It's going to be more rutted. We're going to see more rubber duckies out there. Really cool to see this. Guys, I bet you around the course there's probably at least several thousand people here. You know, I'm thinking 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people just hanging out, watching the events go on. Mike saying mandatory cross-reference to my content. Sanka is the German slang term for ambulance. Really, dude? It's like an ambulance to me. This is like an ambulance to me. Michael Van Torenau rides for Pauls Sausen. Yours on the second row here, guys. Come on, get him in the front row. I always wonder how they put the guys on the rows. Joran Viceray for Creeland Corridon. Another Creeland Corridon rider here. Is this Lawrence Fake? I think Verstringer is not here today. Emil Verstringer, he rides on the road as well. Verstringer, I'd have to think about what pro team he rides for on the road. Thibaut Nice, Philippe Orts on the front row here, guys. Philippe Orts, Lorette, Ridley Racing Team. And finally here, here is Verstringer. Emil Verstringer is here. Creeland Corridon. This is World Tour Pro Road Rider here. Tires more aggressive today than yesterday. Yesterday, a lot of them started on the file type tire. And guys, gentlemen, we are under orders. I love when they say that. The guys are like lined up frozen solid right now on the start chute, on the pavement. They start before the start finish line, race through it. Yeah, because I think that's the corner when they, yeah, that's right. They're starting right where they pop out of the dirt. You can see the dirt track coming through. So they're not actually starting on pavement. They're starting on slimy pavement here through the start finish chute, hanging a left-hand bend down. When the women went through here, there was a big pile up. It really bottlenecks down fast. It looks like Van der Putter is going into the corner first, guys, leading the way right now. Pretty sure that's Van der Putter right there, left-hand bend. Rider on the far right having to put a foot down on the pavement, even carrying so much speed. The men all get through here. One lone rider hit the dirt on the back there. There was probably a 20-rider pile-up, it looked like, or delayed pile-up there for the women earlier. That must be Van der Putter on the front. I think Yense is here as well. Yeah, it's Van der Putter on the front. First into that corner, guys. And again, CX Racing, it's so important to be on the front. Yeah, you're not going to be able to draft, but no one can make a mistake in front of you. One mistake in front of you, you can lose 4 or 5 positions real quick. Sanka is an international brand. I bet Peter Sagan drinks it before his My Whoosh rides, probably. Mike saying, with that, I'm out. Thanks for dropping in, Mike. I would have my tires at 60 pounds for trailers. Dude, I wonder what these guys are riding here. Probably super, super low pressure here. I'm waiting for a cyclocross rider to come in and let us know. I bet you here pressures are probably like 30, 40 PSI tops. It's really slimy out here, guys. Going across the first big lake here. I guess they stock these lakes for fishing. The duckies are floating around, and the ducks are everywhere here. It's a big thing. That's Flandrian cross here in Hamme. Let's see how quickly this one gets de-schmozzled and sorted out, guys. Vanderpoeter on the front. Second place rider here. Trying to get eyeballs on him. See who this is. Climbing the stairs right now. Creelon Corridor, that probably Verstringer, I'm going to imagine, is up there. Let's get some eyeballs on them here, guys. Coming down the little slidey ramp. It's a yellow ramp, just slimy with mud. It looks like it's maybe like a steel ramp on the backside of those stairs. It's where it's the bridge that crosses that the riders can pass under later. Through the pit stops, Vanderpoeter's through. Let's see if anyone does a bike swap here at the very beginning. No, everyone's riding through this time. Last race for the women, Lucinda went in here right away. There is one rider coming in right now. It looks like possibly a Ridley racing rider. That whitish green jersey that Euros wears. Coming out of the little cul-de-sac turnaround at the end of the pit stop. It's basically single file riding right now. Okay, this is the Cofidis corner that a lot of the women... Okay, Verstringe just puts a foot down there. It's affecting everyone, guys. Noticing some riders coming up here on the far... On the trail, it would be the left-hand side, and those riders are getting through. It's a lot steeper, but they're able to carry their speed up and over. Generally. Okay, I think that was yours going there through there as well. Right in close, it's getting like more rutted and more rutted, and they're having less room. They're right pushed against the barriers. I think it's going to make more sense to go up the other side next time. Through the technical curvy swervies here near the feast tent. This area here is really dry. No muddy issues here. Doing a little replay here, very beginning. I thought all the riders would get through. I saw one rider put his foot down, and one rider did hit the ground there on the back. Who was that? It looks like a Ridley rider. And don't tell me that was yours. That might have been yours there. I am seeing here. Okay, I'm glad I called it. It was a Ridley racing rider doing the bike change, and guess what? It was yours, Neuenhaus, the guy that won yesterday. And just looking back there, I think the rider that crashed at the very beginning, who was in last place, I think it was yours as well. And cameras on him now. He's way down the field. So he crashed on the very first corner, did a bike change, probably damaged his bike on the crash, or wedged a bunch of mud into the derailleur. You know what? Horrible start for yours. This is how he won yesterday. Through the off-camber section for the first time for the men here. They're able to ride the first corner. I'd be shocked if anyone can ride this second little switchback here. I haven't seen anyone do it yet. Nope. Vanderpoeter's foot down. No one's going to even try to ride this. It's not worth it. Everyone clicks out. Everyone's running here. Getting straight back on. See how they handle the off-camber stuff. You got to stay right high, right close to the barrier without banging into the barrier. If you slip down 1 foot, you're going to end up sliding all the way down this off-camber section. They're moving forward. You're moving sideways. You gotta keep going forward, guys. Don's saying probably right around 45 PSI is probably around that they are riding. Dude, I'd love to try some cyclocross. I'd love to just go to a cyclocross event and get a chance to ride on it. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look it up, guys. Through the slurpy mud section. A lot of these front riders carrying a lot of speed and having no problems getting through the mud and up over this little bump here. No one having to put a foot down. If you have a bad run through the mud, you slow down, you may end up getting stuck on that little bump there. So you got to hit the mud going fast. Just hammer through it. Vanderpoeter on the front. Philippe Orts in second place for Ridley Racing. Third place right now. Figure out who that is. Okay, Vanderpoeter's up there. Tom Mewson, Philippe Orts. Emil Verstringer is riding in fourth. Kevin Kuhn, Swiss rider, at fifth place. Yep. They're out of the dirt. They're back on the pavement. And this paved area looks pretty yeah, you know, if you're sprinting here, you could actually slide out on that pavement. Ooh, Orts is going to try to pass Vanderpooter. Oh, interesting. Interesting stuff there. I wonder if there's any time bonuses on these laps. Vanderpooter was leading into the end of the first lap. Philippe Orts comes up and sprints beside him like they were actually sprinting for a time bonus, time bonification. And Vanderpooter like looked over him and gave him like a little head shake, possibly said something to him. At this point here, Orts is in the lead. So I don't know if there was a time bonus there or Vanderpooter was just kind of ticked off like, hey, what are you doing? Well, dude, he's allowed to pass you, man. Being a cyclocross camera person sounds dangerous. Don, I think they got like a lot of drones and stuff here. A lot of stationary cameras as well. Dude, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like an incredible workout. I would be crashing 12 times a lap minimum on this stuff. There's no way I could stay upright on this. Very explosive riding too. Yeah, right here. They're showing it again. Orts comes up beside him. Vanderpooter sprints. Might have said something to him. Shook his head as he crossed. So maybe there's like a mini time bonification. Remember the X20 series? It's a timed event. Every event counts, overall time. Maybe they have like little mini time bonifications. This is the first X20 event I've covered. So if you're an X20 cycling cross fan, let me know. Let me know there. Let's take a look at Tom Mewson here. Tom Mewson rides for Cordon, Creeline Cordon here. Okay, Kevin Kuhn just had to step off the bike there, bounce against the barrier. So it's Orts, Vanderpooter, and I think, oh God, that looks like Verstringer to me. Yeah, it is Verstringer there. We got Vanderpooter in the front, Tom Mewson, and Philippe Orts. 2 seconds back, Verstringer, Kevin Kuhn, and Thibaut Nice. Camera right now is on Joris Nieuwenhuis, who's trying to work his way back through the field here. Fastest riders lap 1, Philippe Orts at 6:25. Vanderpooter at 6:26. I wonder if that's... wonder if Philippe Orts gets something for having the fastest lap. Possibly. There might be like preems, maybe on the laps. The fastest lap of the day gets a rubber ducky hat for himself and his entire family, up to 20 members. Could be something like that. Because Vanderpooter was not happy that Orts passed him at the very last second. Gave him the look like, what? Sprinted him, and then did the head shake. So it was the battle for the ducky hats. Seen a lot more riders going up on, I'm looking at my right-hand side. They're coming towards me on that Cofidis corner there. Oh, crash here. Another rider goes right over the top of him. Bikes almost got hung up together there. Who crashed there? This would have been 9th, 10th position, something like that. Someone crashed, was laying down. Another rider rode over top, and bikes almost together here. I think it was the rider who was right behind Lars van der Haar. Yeah, Lars van der Haars. But who is this? We'll get a name here right away, guys. He got ran over. He did get ran over. Past the Willie Nason's group. It's got to be real estate. No? What is it? We're in the super technical curvy swervy area. Dry. By the feast tent. Get your frits and sausages, guys. I wonder what makes a good Belgian fry. What makes a good Belgian frit? Is it kind of like, is it like a poutine? I had poutine through the week, guys. Loved it. And it probably wasn't very good poutine, but man, good stuff. Oh, over the planks. I forgot we do have planks here, guys. Some running them, some bunny hopping them. A lot of bunny hopping. You got to time that just perfect. Otherwise, you're going to do a full endo. Land here. They're showing this. Here's yours coming. And it looks like the entire team, Creeline Cordon, is behind him. What a massive team Creeline Cordon has. I'm going to go to the start list for a second, guys, here. Creeline Cordon, 2 riders there, 3 riders, 4 riders, 5. I think there's at least 5 Creeline Cordon riders here, and I think 1 is in the very, very front group riding in 4th place at the moment. He is in 4th place. Orts going up the final part of the off-camber. Vanderpooter, Thibaut Nice. That Creeline Cordon rider, it's Verstringer. Verstringer, who is... Let me look him up for you guys here. This is a World Tour rider, pro road rider. How do I get to his road stats? Oh, we go here. We go to his PCS profile here, guys. He rides for Alpecin de Koenig. You would have seen him at the Tour de France this year. We covered all that. He rode the entire Tour de France and finished in 65th place. Highest finish at the Tour de France, he got a 32nd place on stage 10. I think that's when we're in the Central Massif. Yeah. Because I see the Puy de Sancy there. The Puy, those are the extinct volcanoes. So Verstringer, yeah, road rider and really, really good cyclocross rider. He's always at the front. So that's the one Creeland Cordon dude at the front. Here's Jente Michael showing up again. Alpecin de Koenig rider here. You're going to see him a lot. He's always near Niels van der Putter. So we got 6 riders in the front group. Mewsen, Orts, van der Putter, Emil Verstringer, Thibaut Nice, and Jente Michaels. 3 seconds back, we got Kuhn, Mies Hendricks, and Wout Janssen. Coming to the end of lap 2 here, guys. Let's see if there's going to be any type of sprint here. This looks chill. The last time through here, they were fighting for something. So I think it's, you know, early on, you're going to set the fastest lap time probably. And they were fighting for fastest lap time. There must be some kind of small prize for that. And Philippe Orts has it. I'll watch later on today to see what happens. Michael van Toornout was involved in a crash earlier. He's back on the bike. Okay, so it was Ryan Camp who crashed earlier. I think that's the crash that we saw, and he got ran over. Yeah, Ryan Camp rides for Paul Sausen Bingol. 24 years old, from the Netherlands. So it did get ran over, but I mean, it wasn't much. It was after that Cofidis corner area where there's a lot of troubles. Thibaut Nice goes into leads, guys. Thibaut Nice in the leads, past Philippe Orts, Verstringer, and then Niels van der Putter. And Nice is going hard, guys. Nice is accelerating now. Quickly gets a quick gap into Orts and stretching the field out right now through that Cofidis area, the Napoleon corner here. Vastland Motors. I want a duck hat. How do I get a duck hat? It's a duck toque with a blue pom-pom on it and a duck bill and duck eyeballs on it. Send me one. X20, come on. Hamme, come on. Let's go, guys. Outside, looking the long view across the lake. Oh, yeah, this mud. Delicious. Looks so delicious. Feet going down everywhere, guys. 4 riders in the front group. 1 second gap. We got 2 riders chasing here. Cameron Mason here is in 5th place. And is that Van der Putter back there? I need to see this rider 3rd place. No, Van der Putter's 4th. So it's Jente Michaels who's just dangling on the back of Cameron Mason here. Cameron Mason had a great ride yesterday too. I think he finished 6th place yesterday. I'm waiting for his name to pop up here. Where is Mason? Cameron Mason. Nope, sorry, he was 5th place yesterday. 5th place. So he did make the top 5. Someone here was hoping for Mason, the one UK rider yesterday, Great Britain rider yesterday, to get a top 5. He did get a top 5. Dawn saying, okay, Belgian frites are sliced thin, dried off, then fried twice for extra crispiness, seasoned with salt and deliciousness. On top. Everyone doing bike change here, guys. Looks like the entire race peloton went in and did a bike change. The bikes are getting gross. Shifting's going to get bad. Braking's going to be bad here. Going up through that Cofidis rut, we're going to call it. How about the Cofidis trench here? It's like a thin rut. It's probably getting so deep when riders are going through, if they're not careful, it's getting so deep their pedals could actually get wedged into the dirt on either side. I am seeing lots more riders going up that other side. Not as fast, maybe. It's steeper, but you're not going to get wedged in. What lap are we on, dudes, here? Kop van des... I'm trying to learn Belgian here, guys. Kop van de something or other. Must mean head of the race. That's what I'm thinking. Willie Nason's corner. Thibaut Nice accelerating again. We're in the technical section apart. So, guys, when I say the technical section, we're in here. This is the feast tent area. Super dry through this part right here. They're swerving around everywhere here. I can basically tell exactly where they are here by looking at this. up a little bump alongside this building here. They're now going past the VIP Flandrian area here. That's where they're at this point. They will probably hang a little slight left, which looks like they're doing right now. Left into a couple of little fast rights before they set up for... that's where the planks are. The planks are here in this Flandrian VIP area. That's where I'm hanging out, man. I want VIP plus access. I want Fritz, whatever specialty Belgian sausages they have. What's a specialty Belgian sausage, guys? What do they put in it? Don's saying 7 laps to go. Come on! Yep, guys, here they are in the off-camber area. This is this area here. There's a small road that runs above it. Tons of people up top here. The River Derm's right nearby. After they come out of the switchbacks here, guys, people are lined up 4 and 5 deep at the top here. Winter coats, rubber boots, rubber duck hats. I love it. After they come out here, they bomb down, and this is where I think they hit that real slurry type mud. Right through here, there's this low spot here. And again, there is another lake here. I don't know why it's not being shown on this map, but there's definitely another lake here. Interesting to see how close the races course comes together here. The pit lane, turnaround point. I mean, it's right there. There must be just a little bit of fencing here. This Cofidis bump here, ooh, yeah, it's getting wetter and wetter and muddier. They're carrying so much speed that they're able to get up at no problem. One bad slip down there, though, and you're not going to get up that little bump. We'll bounce back over here, dudes. Nice leading the way right now. Thibaut Nice, let's have a little look at him. Thibaut Nice finished 7th yesterday, 2nd at the UEC Cyclocross Championships last weekend. Wow, guys, I've missed some good races here. So I think I've missed the first two. Yeah, the first two X20 events were on, I believe, the 1st and the 2nd here of November. I think this is the 3rd event now. 5 riders in the front group. A 6th is trying to get back on. Coming through to finish this lap. This 10-lap race, guys. I've seen different ones so far. I think in the 3 races that I've watched, I think there was the men, I think they did an 8-lapper, a 9-lapper, and I think today's a 10-lapper. Women always do maybe 2 laps less. So I think the women today did 6 laps. Is that right? Okay, that was 7th place just going through there. Michael Van Toornout, Lars van der Haar in 8th place. Joris Nieuwenhuis is in 9th place, guys. 9th place. I'm watching the corner he went through where he was the last guy on the road to get up and move on. And he's now in 9th place. I think I said earlier, I think there was 32 starters. 34 starters outside of Toonars who, let's confirm this. Yeah, it said earlier he took a DNS. I haven't seen him on course. It's changed here now. Possibly he's out there, but he's not in the action. I don't think he's out there. 7 laps to go, guys. Why would someone be calling me at 7:21 in the morning on a Sunday? Are you kidding me? Leave a message. Thank you. 7:21. I don't know the phone number. If you know me, call me. Oh, Dawn saying, I bet they add nutmeg to the sausage measure. Why would you say that, Dawn? Is nutmeg a real Belgian thing? Yeah, I need some frites. Maybe that'll be my next company idea. I'm going to specialize in Belgian frites here in Canada. That'll be my thing. It'll be like a new novelty here. I don't think we have like super thin sliced potatoes that are dried off, then fried twice for extra crispiness, Dawn. And I'll travel from, I'll be like a traveling renegade, frying up frites all over the countryside. So again, dude, if Joris can do this again today, he's superhuman. Superhuman. I remember saying on that corner, I'm like, it looks like a Ridley racing rider. A lot of white on the jersey and a bit of light green fading to a darker green. I did see a bit of a beard. He's kind of got like a beard going on. Where is he? Where's Joris? Can I see him in here? Does his name pop up? I'm just trying to find an easy link to get to him without doing the deep dive here, guys. Here, we'll go back to the start list. Here is Joris Nieuwenhuis. So this dude won yesterday after having horrendous start, crashing dropping his chain, breaking his shoe, changing his bike when most people, I don't think, even changed their bike yesterday and won the race yesterday. Just came back like a beast. Today, I think it's going to be even harder for him. So technical, this course. Crashed on the very first corner. Was in dead last. So he's gone from 34th to 9th place. He's in the top 8 now. So we've got Cameron Mason riding solo, guys. So he's just slowly disappeared on one of the corners here. Cameron Mason's out front. Thibaut Nice 1 second back, maybe 2. Then we got our group of Vanderputter, Orts, Verstringer, and I think that's Joris there now. Joris is with them now. He's reconnected. Verstringer, Jente, Van Turenhout, and your Nieuwenhuis right there. Lars van der Haar is right there as well. He's gotten back on with them. Bunch of riders getting back together here now, guys. I'm gonna have to keep refreshing this a lot. Mason up front, 3 seconds to Vanderputter and Nice. Okay, dudes, they're back in this area now. They're back in the technical area here. They're coming down this straightaway, jumping over the planks now. Nice just went over the planks. Vanderputter's over the planks. Break. 2 more riders hit it. Orts is going through them. Joris comes in, passes Jente. What are we seeing here on this corner here? Oh, crash up ahead. 1 rider goes down, delays 4 riders. Guess who tags on? Joris. That's how he got back on, guys. All those dudes got delayed. He's back on them. Problem now is he's got to get past them. He got past 1 already. Oh, I want to be here, guys. Actually, I like my map, so I want to go back the other ways. I like having that map open to show you guys this stuff. Let's see it right here. Okay, here is the off-camber area. Really cool, too. Like, this race looks identical to last year, so they're using the same course every year. They probably make little changes over the years. Okay, let's put another obstacle in. Maybe add some sand here. I can see them doing that a lot, too. Apparently, in the past, they used to run this race in the opposite direction, which would have made this area, I think, a lot easier. The off-camber area. Basically riding it downhill versus uphill here. Splish splashing through the mud. It's Cameron Mason out front, guys. And actually has a nice gap. Gonna say probably has a 3-4 second gap right now over Thibaut Nice. Cameron Mason, let's go, dude. This guy here. He looks so different when he's riding. He's got a big stash on him. Big sunglasses. This is not that dude. This is not that dude. Just kidding. Finished 5th place yesterday. 4 laps done. Wins by Cameron racing for 7 racing, sorted by the biggest time gap. Wow, really not big time gaps. Basically, yeah, they're not really showing the time gap. That's really weird to me. Verstringer had a bike change. Which rider has the most consistent lap times? It's Kevin Kuhn, the Swiss rider. 6:28, 6:16. Okay, I know what they're doing. They're showing the time between his fastest lap and his slowest lap, and it is Kevin Kuhn. So other riders are having bigger gaps. Other riders are riding quicker, though. So it's kind of an interesting stat, but kind of a little bit weird at the same time. Coming through here now, I think they finished 4th laps. Maybe they're on to 5 laps now. It is saying 4 of 10. Cameron Mason out front. Let's have a good look where he is here. I'll try to show you where he's at, guys. Cameron Mason, he's in this stuff right here. I think this is where he's at. Is this where he's at? Let me have a good look here. Let me stay on the Sanka, guys. Sanka power. Sanka, I need some free coffee. I want just send me a whole box of those delicious bottles, and I'll just do Sanka commercials for you. Yep, technical area here. This is the dry section again, dudes. Nothing hard. I mean, probably extremely hard riding, but for these guys, this is easy stuff. It's all dry here. Nothing too difficult here to ride through. I'll try to keep an eyeball as to where they're at on course right now. So yeah, I think now they are in this area here. Actually, it's after the bike change area, so we should see the bike change, and then we're going to see all the curvy, swervy stuff. All depends when the cameras jump on them. Watching yours here. Okay, it shows them going out past the lake. I'm not really sure if that... Okay, let me get this figured out, guys. When they're looking across the lake, which lake are we looking across? Are we looking across this way? Are we looking across that way? Cameron Mason, Thibaut Nice. Oh, they've separated from Niels van der Putter now. Van der Putter is quite a few seconds back here. I'm going to say Van der Putter is at least 5 seconds back. And they're saying 9 seconds back to Van der Putter. So Mason's on, guys. Thibaut Nice, 4 seconds back. Van der Putter, 9 seconds back. Where's Joris? Where is he now? Bike change here coming up for Cameron Mason. Thibaut Nice will follow suit. Let's see these change. Like, throw the bike, run, grab the new bike on the fly. So there's kind of like a two-man bike crew. One to take your bike and one to like just deliver that bike to you. And you're running at the same time and mounting. Everyone's doing a bike change here. I think yours, Nieuwenhuis, is in 5th place, guys. I think he's about 5th through there. I think he's right behind Van der Putter. Maybe he's 4th. Let me get eyeballs on this. Okay, so I'll show you where they are, guys. They've gone just through this stuff here. They're just through this. So we've got an early technical section. We go through the bike swap area. Then we go through the feast tent area. In between that is that Kofidis corner. The Kofidis rut. Nieuwenhuis takes it on the harder, steeper scent, but less muddy, less slippy. It's probably equal doing it either way, but I think more danger on the right side through the rut. Now they're heading through this stuff here, guys, by the feast tent. Through the feast tent here, Cameron Mason on the front in his white jersey. The Great Britain bands on, the red, white, and blue for Great Britain. Okay, having a good look at this here, guys. Going past the feast tent right away. Good number of fans here. Flandrian. Flandrian, Super 8. Super 8? Yeah, Super 8. Looks like a beer they drink here. Yeah, I need some. Send me a case. Anytime. Now they're on the straightaway. This is where I think they run past the planks. I think they jump the planks here. Camera's going to cut away here. Man, they're really watching Nieuwenhuis. I think he's 4th place right now. He's pointing at his bike. He's looking for an adjustment here. He's telling them something. Through the planks. Okay, we're through this section here. We hang this little left bend, this little whip-de-doo-dah here. We come around the corner. It's just a tight little corner. Set them up for the off-camber section, the little switchbacks at the north end of the race here by the river. And once I get this figured out, if he's 3rd or 4th place, Nieuwenhuis has gone from last, crashed on the very first corner, to 4th place. Mason at the top of the off-camber. Nice hits the top of the off-camber. Van der Putter's getting there. And Nieuwenhuis is coming, guys. Nieuwenhuis is going to storm his way through the field again, guys. He is on again. I think he rides better when he's ticked off. When he gets frustrated early, I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated after crashing on the very first corner? Yesterday's race was probably even worse for him. So he's ridden his way up through the entire field. Probably would have had to have done most of the passing on this straightaway here where it's paved. I swear, someone's down there spraying water into that muddy section. It's getting worse every time through. So it's Mason, Nice. They've got them together here. Is this legit? Are they really together? Going to try to get as live as I can, guys, in case I'm a few seconds behind. Mason through. 1 second to Nice. Van der Putter at 10. Van Turen out is 5th through. Joris was through in 4th place. Orts looks like he's in 6th place. Van der Haars in 7th. 8th place will be Jente Michaels. Yeah, I'd say now Nice and Mason are back together. Maybe 2 or 3 bike lengths between them. One mistake, guys. You flip-flop positions. Oh, Dawn, the best part of waking up is Sanka. Isn't it Folgers, though? I think it's Folgers. I'm on the Nescafe, guys. I love all brands. Send me free coffee. Yeah, Thibaut Nice, Balois Glowy Lines is now with the 7 Racing rider Cameron Mason here. Cameron was 5th place yesterday. And Thibaut Nice, 7th place yesterday. at the Telenet Super Prestige Mercksplatz, where we were on the northeast side of Antwerp. So yeah, these guys race, do the race, shake hands, fist bump, have a plate of frites afterwards, a few sausages, head home. Ooh, 2 different lines through there. Oh yeah, love it. Nice totally powering up here, trying to get right on Mason. Back tire just getting all over the place there. Dismounting for the stairs. He's right on him now. It's Nice and Mason here, guys. These two are far and away in the lead right now. 10-second lead over Vanderpoeter right now. And with the way Joris is riding here, okay, let's have a look here. They've got Joris further back, so there might have been an incident there. Mason and Nice doing a bike change again. Nice is on his early. Mason does the bike swap late. Okay, so PCS here has got some crazy looking stuff here. Nieuwenhuis is not in the 4th group on the road, guys. He's right behind Vanderpoeter. They're in the bike pit change right now. It's Vanderpoeter, Nieuwenhuis, Orts coming out. That will be 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. I can see the 2 leaders going down the exit of the pit lane. So these guys are changing their bikes here. As those 3 are changing bikes, the 2 front leaders, Mason and Nice, are in this section right here. Basically, they can high-five each other over that fence if they wanted to. There's no 20 seconds back here to Nieuwenhuis, and they fixed it. Thank you. Fixed on the fly, guys. Please send me a duck hat. Going through some muddier stuff up here. Oops, sorry. This part. Yeah, we're through this stuff here, guys. We do the course in a clockwise direction. So they are doing the feast tent stuff right here. Down lower, I think this first entry point here, it is quite muddy through this little section here. They're slipping and sliding through that. This area actually climbs a little bit, ups and downs here, before they do the straightaway and they hop the planks. Yep, they take that corner there. He's coming out right now. Now, yeah, nope, still in there. Sorry, guys. They actually weave and wind quite a bit through here. Creeland Corridon rider almost going down. Teammate has to react to. He has to dab on the corner as well. That might have been Verstringer, I think. I think that's Verstringer right there. Kind of getting dialed into how he rides. Mason's still up front. Nice is with him. Setting up for the off-camber part here. Mason pulls away a little bit before the off-camber area. Maybe half-second lead. Basically together, but there is a bike, probably 2-3 bike lengths between them. And third rider going through is Joris, so he's past Vanderpoeter. He passed Vanderpoeter after the bike change area. Vanderpoeter came out first, Joris second, and Philippe Orts is there as well. So we got 2 up front. Then we got a trio in the off-camber area. Ooh, it's getting worse. See Mason here, he's not even clipped in here. He's had to try to dab his foot, so he's just got his foot smashed on top, trying to keep it going. Yours 3rd place. Vanderpoeter 4th. Okay, 5th is not Orts. It's Ventura now. I just saw a little bit of red and yellow on the jersey there and thought it was Orts. Orts is back in, looks like 8th place right now. 20 seconds back, so it's Ventura now. It's up there. Michael Ventura now is with Niels Vanderpoeter and Joris Nieuwenhuis here. This is Michael Ventura. Finished 8th yesterday, 3rd on Tuesday, 10th at the UEC Cyclocross European Championships on the weekend. Splish splashing through the mud. Joris keeping the momentum. I'm watching all of them here. Vanderpoeter, Ventura all just cruise through the mud here. And I can see Lars Vanderhaars just in the distance here, looking for Jente Michaels as well. Mason and Nice basically right on top of each other. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Whew. Nice is, he's back on now. They were seeing him struggling forward, which is true. They're on the paved section here. Mason's on it today, guys. Looks like 4 laps still to go. Mason having a little bit look back at Nice here, trying to see how he looks. Swinging over to the far right-hand side of the road before they take the left-hand bend down back onto the course. We just crossed through the Hamme finish line here with the big duck in the background. Mason stretching out the back. Yours third place. Gone from 34th to 3rd. 30, dead last, lap 1. Basically, well, yesterday he wasn't even that bad a position. He was kind of riding, like, 13th through 15th, 16th place yesterday with all his problems he was having. Dude, I'm here. Alan Salter back again. Dude, I'm here. Dude, are you watching yours today? Seeing a rider off the course here. What was that all about? Looks like there's a rider who... Yeah, looks like there's a rider here, guys. We just finished 6 laps. I'm trying to figure out who this is. Off the course, walking his bike away, goes through a gate. It's a Ridley Cycles rider, Ridley's racing team rider. Just walks his bike off course, and there's a gate there. We're going to see what's going on there, guys. Alan, welcome aboard. Dude, it's been crazy again. So, Alan, just so you know, Alan's our cyclocross expert here, guys. Former really, really fast runner, too. Yours crashed on lap 1 off the pavement. First time they got onto the dirt, was dead last. He's now in 3rd place. He's now in 3rd place. It's been incredible watching him work his way up through the field. Mason here for GB, going past the lake, past the Reno Trap, the Coca-Cola bottle by the lake here. Thibaut Nice is just, I think Thibaut's struggling to hang on here, guys. I think he's struggling a little bit to hang on to Mason. He does come back at times, but then he slowly starts drifting. Right now, he's back on him in the mud. I think on the faster sections, Mason is able to pull away a little bit. Yeah, it's been incredible watching yours here. 3rd place. I saw a Ridley rider go down the corner. I'm like, that looks kind of like a Ridley rider. Yeah, it was yours. Did a bike swap on lap 1. No one else did, it looks like. And just finds himself ahead of Vanderputter and Michael Van Turenhout. A few seconds back, we have Jente Michaels here. So that's Van Turenhout going now up the stairs. And just a few seconds back, we should have Jente. Okay, Thibaut Nice did a bike change there. Cameron Mace is going for his. Let's see the swap. Off the bike. On the bike. Nice takes 1st place away. Yours comes in for a bike swap too. Vanderputter takes his bike early, already back, remounted. Yours on, no problems. They're all doing swaps here. Bad swap for Van Turenhout, goes from 5th to 6th place here. No, sorry. Just kind of the camera angle there. Looks like, I thought Vandenhaar's got past him there. So it's Nice leading out Mason now through the Cofidis rut. Okay, this is right here. We saw a crash earlier right in the middle of this mud section. So they are, guys, so they've done the swap here. This is the kind of the area they're riding through right now here. They're on the way to the feast tent technical area here. Yep, they're right down here right now. This is where they enter this feast tent, curvy, swervy, technical area, up and down, left, right, and center. Pretty dry, though. It's wet at the bottom here, dry through all this stuff. They take the long straightaway past the Flandrian VIP area. This is where I hang out, guys. I'm in the plus seats. Someone's paying me to be, whatever. Just kidding. Yeah, Dawn's waving to us here. Man, if yours can come back today, it'd be amazing. Past the Super 8 Flandrian sign here. Nice leading, attacking on every bump. Let's see how Mason reacts to this. Little mini gap opening up here right before the planks. Within half a second of each other. Alan saying, Scata, Thibaut. Sorry, drifted into Italian. He's seeing if he can break Mason. Yeah, he's pushing hard on the front right now. Mason is dangling a little bit. It's like a 10-15 meter. Ooh, I love that little kick out to the left there before they enter the off-camber area. See what Mason can do here to get back on. Remember, they always ride the first corner of the off-camber. No one has ridden the last corner of the off-camber area. It looks impossible. It's a hard 180-degree right up to the top. Steepest part of the course. Total mud. No one's even risked it. This section along the top here could be a real breaker for the race too. If you don't get back on your bike and if you start sliding downhill, you could lose a couple seconds right there. I think that would be the best place to watch the race right there. Yours is not that far back, guys. Something, he's going to have to do something incredible. It is a 10-second gap. They're saying 11-second gap. They're saying 5 seconds back to Vanderpoeter. I think it might be a bit less than that. Most career road wins for competitors, Thibaut Nice. Lawrence Swake in second, Lander Locks, Toon Arts, and Niels Vanderpoeter. I'd love to jump into all those and see what road races they are. Of course, Emil Verstringer is going to have one because he is a road race rider. More of a road race. Well, maybe he's not. He's doing quite well here. I've seen him in every race so far. The 3 races done. Oops, jumped out there, guys. Yeah, Mason's doing really good here, just sticking right with Nice. You don't want to let the gap open. It's so hard to bring it back. Big rubber duckies everywhere. I wonder if that's the symbol for the X20 series, because they do have X20 branded on. On to the pavement, guys. Weaving back and forward. Mason staying right on his wheel here. Round 7 of 10. Waasland Motors. Here comes Joris onto the pavements. They're on the same straightaway, guys. It's probably a gap of 150 meters, though. Maybe 200 meters. Let's see if it's really 11 seconds still. Looks like Vanderpoeter's trying to get back on Joris's wheel, too. Diving back into the course, the dirt. Yeah, Vanderpoeter, and I'm going to say that's Lars van der Haars back there. Yeah, Lars van der Haars, let's take a look at him. He should be a shorter rider. 1.69 meters, is that him? 58 kilograms? Yeah, he looks like a smaller rider to me. So he's moved up. Yeah, there he is. Behind them, we have Michael Van Torenau, Lawrence Fake, Jente Michaels, and Philippe Orts. So 2, 3, and 4 rider groups. Love it. I think this has been my favorite race so far. Love the off-camber area. Love the mud bogs. Love seeing Joris just clawing his way back. Clawing his way back. Van der Haars sitting on his wheel. So the 2 behind, though. So I think Van der Haars has cruised past Vanderpoeter. I think Van der Haars is on a really nice ride here today, too, because he was dangling for a while back there. And he's moved up past Vanderpoeter and finds himself right on Joris's wheel. He's going to have to figure out how he's going to get past Joris, though. Ooh. Alan saying here, Van Torenau mounts dismounts on the dirty drive side, as does Swake. If you look at the remount at the top of the off-camber, they can get on sooner. Okay, dude, I'm going to watch that. Dude, that's something I really wasn't paying attention to, the mount, dismount side. So is it more common to... Yeah, I guess it would be. For me... Yeah, I think I would want to try to mount, dismount from the left side. So I think Alan's saying here that MVT and Swake mount from the right side. I think. Whoa! Vanderpoeter falls on the stairs. Think that was him. Yep, Vanderpoeter has fallen back now. He slipped and fell dead stop climbing the stairs over the bridge. That allows Lars van der Haars and, yeah, replay here coming up for him. I think he hit the first step and just planted. Yep. Ow. They're like aluminum type stairs, guys. They're probably not padded whatsoever. So that's opened up a big gap, and it's allowing a couple of riders, Van Torenau and looks like Lawrence Fake, it's allowed them to pull up a little bit closer to Vanderpoeter here. So you're saying there's a chance. Exactly, Don. You got it, dude. You got it. Yeah, so I guess if you're mounting from the dirty side, the chain side, on the top of that camber, you're mounting from the right side. So it probably is a lot easier to jump over. You're good at that. Whereas the other guys mounting from the left side, the clean side, they're jammed right up against the barrier and the fans there. Does that make sense, Alan? Is that what I'm saying? 3 laps to go, dudes. 3 laps to go. I never really thought about that. So it's important which side you mount, dismount on key corners of the race. And they're all having to mount, dismount every time on that off-camber part. No one's ridden through it. Ian saying X20 Badkammers supply bathrooms for the rubber ducks. There we go, guys. There we go. I need a hat. I want a rubber duck hat. How do I get one? They're probably just throwing them out to the fans here. I want one. I will wear it in my videos. Lars is a legend. He's won everything save for the World Championships. Wonder why. Well, yeah. Lars Vanderhaar's here, guys. Belmont's Glowy Lions. 34 years old. He is our oldest competitor here today, guys. Wow. Long career. Long career. 6th place yesterday. 12th the weekend before at the Euro Championships. First 2 legs of the series. 6th place at Koppenberg Cross. 9th place at Rapencross. Off camber. Wow. Lars Vanderhaar has passed Joris. I was saying before, guys, I think Lars is on a really good ride. The fact that he got past Vanderputter, found himself on Joris, he's now ahead of Joris. Okay, Alan's saying you correctly worked that out for the dismount side. Dude, I never would have thought of that. So, Alan, thanks for dropping that in there. Totally makes sense now. Seeing the Lawrence fake fan supporter area here. T-Boney's through. Cameron Mason, they're not changing bikes this lap, guys. Not changing bikes. Through that muddy section, just takes one slip here. Nice could be down. One slip, Mason could be past him. Or vice versa. Then the battle's really on, guys. Nice pushes really... Ooh, has to dab down there, guys. Tried to go on a big attack. Got a little bit wacky on the corner. Had to dab his foot down quickly to stop himself from completely wiping out Mason right back on him. Right back on. It is not a 2-second gap here now to Mason now, guys. It's right back together. So Lars Vanderhaar is in 3rd place, 14 seconds back. Joris Nieuwenhuis, 2 seconds behind him. Niels Vanderputter just drifting a bit now, 3 seconds behind Joris. Guys, we're back on the pavement. Now that Alan's here. Hey, Alan, do they have a prize or a bonus for fastest lap? Because at the end of lap 1... I saw Philippe Orts sprint Vanderputter, and Vanderputter tried to react only at the end of lap 1, probably when it's going to be the fastest lap. There must be either a time bonification or a small bonus. Like I said earlier, you get duck hats for all your family and friends. And now they're not sprinting for when they come through the finish line, if they're together. So I think there might have been something, there's going to be a prize, again, guys, for fastest lap. Oh, Lars is married to a Brit, Lucy Vanderhaar, who is a former world track champ. They have 2 young kids, and this has to be tugging at Lars' heart. Yeah, he's on a great ride here. So that used to be Lucy Garner. I'll have to look her up to learn more about track riders. Track for me, guys, is Kurt Harnett. Back in the day, the mid-'80s in Canada, Kurt Harnett. I think he won a bronze and silver medal at the Olympics. Had beautiful hair. Blonde, curly hair. I did get to see him in real life at the track in Calgary, which I heard just recently. I think they're going to mow it down here pretty quick, which is unfortunate. And yeah, the guy was gigantic. Not a tall dude. I bet you he was only walking around at maybe 5'9", 5'10". But like the legs, you don't really notice how big the legs are. Well, you do if you're into cycling. Mason ahead of Nice now, guys. How did this happen? Mason is ahead of Nice here. I missed that on one of the corners. Going past the lake here. Okay. Alan saying, okay, good, awesome. Alan saying lap 1 carries a time bonification for the first 3. The whole series is based on overall time. So, Alan, I did figure that out. I think it's an 8-week series. So think of it as an 8-week stage race, but they don't race for 8 weeks. 8 events. Lowest cumulative time wins. And Alan's telling me here, on lap 1 only, there's time bonifications for the first 3 riders. That's why Vanderputter tried to outsprint Orts, who snuck up on his right-hand side and gave him a head shake like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Dude, he's racing. He's racing. Mason first through the pits. Getting his bike last, though. Nice gets his bike first. I wonder if they like doing that differently. Or maybe, I wonder if the pit lanes are kind of like set out in Formula 1, depending on your ranking, where your pit stop area is going to be. Is it assigned in advance? Vanderhaars does not go for a change. He's in chase mode, guys. He's hoping, I'm going to ride this baby till the wheels fall off. and I'm going to catch these two up ahead. It's going to be a huge ask for him to do that. I can see Flocky's back here. Just got back from a ride around Hampton Court. 11 degrees today. Did Lucinda win the lasers? Yes, she did, dude. Yes, she did. So good. Dude, she got the lead on lap 1 and just went. Wow, she is like epic. So she's won 2 races this weekend. Joris won yesterday. And, you know, at this point, it looks like it's going to be a Thibaut Nice, Cameron Mason battle. I can see Lars coming now. Lars is on a really, really good ride today. Really, really good ride. Yeah, some of the updates coming here are pretty slow through PCS right now. I'm seeing them trying to figure it out as we go here. Yeah, Mason opens up a lap. So it seems like on the drier stuff, Mason is faster. Mason's faster on the dryer. Nice attacks more on the dirtier, muddier sections. And really tries hard after Mason. Mason pushing hard here now. Going up to the planks right now, guys. Hitting the planks. He's over. Nice is over, no problem. Alan saying, I think they draw lots for pit position. Yeah, it could make a big difference in the race. I'm just not sure what the preference would be. Nice is pitting early. Mason's pitting very last. Joris looks like he's paying for that tumble. Yeah, Joris is, I think he's fading a little bit now. Vanderpoeter looks like he's back, and I think in 5th or 6th place. Philippe Orts would be right behind him here. Yeah, so Vanderpoeter would be 5th, Swake, and then Orts. On the off-camber area, Mason stepping off first, going up the hill first here. Vanderhaar's in the off-camber, Joris in the off-camber. And that looks like it's Svake coming now. Svake is ahead of Vanderpoeter. That's what I think I'm seeing here, guys. Yep. They're now showing it now. Svake is ahead of Vanderpoeter. Just a few bike lengths. Mason leading Nice here. Boom time, guys. It is boom time here. Mason's on now. On now, guys. Through the mud. Up the whip-de-doo. Mason leads Nice. They've got a commanding lead now, guys. It says 14 seconds back to Vandenhaars. Yeah, and again, Alan, that was a first turn crash for yours. He got hung up in something on the inside. He was the only rider that actually was on the ground. One other rider at the back there somewhere, I never knew who that was, put a foot down. They got through really good. The women, they all had a huge pile up on that corner too. Kind of pinches down on that left-hand bend. Mason's looking really good here. So is Nice. Finishing another lap, you guys, onto the pavement. Coming across the start-finish line again. Vanderhaar going to be slipping off soon. Joris is only a few seconds behind Vanderhaar here. Vanderhaar on the pavement here. They're almost doing burnouts as they hit the pavement here. It slides around so much, and they've dragged so much dirt and mud onto the course. Nice goes back into the lead here on the pavement, wants to lead through this lap. Mason's going to have to figure out where he's getting by. Vanderhaar comes through 12 seconds down. Nieuwenhuis 16 seconds down. There's a couple riders in the distance, so Svake and Vanderpoeter will be on the same straightaway, the pavement here. Svake's through 24 seconds down. Vanderpoeter will be coming through 28 seconds down. This looks like Van Turen out, I think, or no, that's Philippe Orts. Philippe Orts comes through next. Nice leading on, I believe this is the last lap. No, I think there'll be one more lap after this. I think there's 10 laps in total. Okay, maybe it is round 10. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so when we went through, it said 9 out of 10. Well, I guess we've completed 9 laps. This will be our 10th lap we're completing now. We've done 9 runs. Nice leading here. These fans will be going nuts for Nice. Man, I really want to go to one of these events. Past the lake, through Coca-Cola area. Mason's going to be passing here. Mason's making a pass on the lake. He's out of the saddle. Nice just stays sitting. Mason does not get past him here. Remember, guys, you need to be in front. It's not like you can just say, I'm going to pass whenever I feel like it. It's not a paved road. Ooh, Mason has a bit of a problem there. Slows down more than Nice. Opens up maybe 4 or 5 bike lengths. So Mason was trying to pass him. As he's trying to pass him, their section, it probably got muddier on the sides. He had to slip right in behind him there. Mason doing a good job hanging right there with him. Crossing the stair bridge together. One mistake. Mason's already had one, and he had a bobble. Could have easily fallen. Nice looks like he's in control here, guys. Come on, Mason. Cheering for both of them. Both doing a bike change. Nice just basically throws his bike. It crashes on the ground. Mason's doing the lake switch. Nice should be attacking here right now. He doesn't. Mason goes out first. Both looking tired. Both are getting tired. It's a 2-up sprint. You would imagine that Thibaut would be quicker. It's a long street, though, so maybe the rider coming second would have an advantage. When they get off the pavement, it's probably like 150 meters, I'm going to guess. Maybe 200 to the finish. Nice is more of the road rider, obviously. I should look at Thibaut Nice here, and you guys can see. We'll pull up his PCS stat here, profile here. Guys, he raced at the Renouille Tour. What else did he race at? I don't want to miss this race. He's ridden the Tour de France. The Belloise Belgium Tour, Basque Country Race, Amstel Gold, 12th at Amstel Gold, 8th at Flèche Wallonne, and 5th at Liège, Bastogne Liège. Like, wow. This guy is an absolute hitter. We'll see what's left in that last sprint coming up. So they both did their bike changes. Lars and Joris not that far behind. I think there might be a little bit of a 2-up sprint again for Joris and Lars van der Haar at the finish. Nice ahead here, guys. Nice just slipped ahead there. I got to back that up. I need to look back and see where that happened. Mason is leading into kind of the technical area here. Nice just slips through. Just took him on the inside. Just slipped right by him. So Mason's following now. And, yep, Nice is up front. Come on, Mason. And there's probably about 8-9 bike length lead there. 4 or 5 bike length lead through the off-camber area. Mason's going to have to do something really special here. Nice having a few little bobbles side to side here through the middle section of the off-camber. Joris is coming through. Joris is ahead of van der Haar's. Joris has just slipped ahead of van der Haar's. So it's going to be an awesome finish for them too. Mason might do it for the Brits. Second place, right on Nice's wheel at the top of the off-camber. Then it's Joris and van der Haar coming up to the top of the off-camber right now. Both running, jumping back on. Really interesting watching how they mount and dismount. I can barely mount my bike, guys, sitting at home on a stationary trainer. Throw my leg up sometimes. I'm like, ooh, just, twisted something there. Through the pit lanes. Nice is trying to pull away here. Opens up 4 or 5 bike lengths into the mud. You got to hold huge speed through that mud. Ooh, Mason using some incredible body language there. Comes through the mud, and then all of a sudden you see is this. Him way over on his bike, trying to maintain balance here. Nice is putting down the wattage here, guys. Putting down the watts, risking it all. Making Mason ride hard. Riding hard. Mistakes more like that. Ooh, I think the big engine of Nice is coming through here. It's opened up, guys. All of a sudden, 10, 12 bike lengths. I see Mason just put his head down. Mason just put his head down like... I'm fried. Pretty sure I saw that in his body language. Nice leading all the way onto the road here. Has a quick look back. Out of the saddle sprinting. Mason sprinting too. His wheels actually slipping up behind him here. Great job by these two. Finish of lap 10. Nice is going to hold it, guys. And he's already backed off. Yep, one of these pumps here. Great job for Mason, dude. Man, I thought he had it. I thought he had it. Joris is going to finish in third from last to third, guys. Last on lap 1, third on lap 10. Lars van den Haar's coming in fourth place, right with Joris. Thought he was going to be on the podium there in third. Throw him on the podium. Wow, that was awesome. Sveik will be finishing in 5th place, guys. Creeland Corridon rider here, 5th place. He won back on the 11th. Niels van der Putter in 6th place. Hopefully we get to see the overall standings here as for their time counts. Philippe Orts, I think, is going to be finishing in 7th place. Ridley Racing Team rider. Coming around for 709er is right on. A lot of 709er going on in this race. Yente Michaels will be in 8th. Let's get some refresh here on data. And Van Turenhout should be coming soon. I still don't know who the rider was that just basically abandoned mid-race. Someone abandoned. I saw them walking their bike off. And there was a green fence with a gate, and he walked his bike out. Must have been a great way to... Yeah, Alan, thanks for being here. Great race. Yeah, definitely see you around, Alan. I don't know when the next race is. When is the next race? I'll have to take a look. Probably next weekend. Actually, World Cup starts next weekend, guys. World Cup starts next Sunday. The granddaddy, the big guys. 12 race weekends here. Big sprints coming at the finish here. Creelan Cordon rider trying to catch this rider here. Might have been a 7 racing rider. It was Kevin Kuhn. Kevin Kuhn slaps him on the back. That was a great sprint finish they had there. Man, your race gear here is just thrashed. Just absolutely thrashed. Kevin Kuhn finishes 10th. Musin in 11th. Ferdinand in 12th. Hendricks comes through in 13th place, I believe. Trying to see if that was the rider that got ran over later, but it's not. Ian saying happy for Cammy Mason. He's been doing more weight training on his podcast to give a bit more power. Cheers for the streaming and call. Ian, what's Cam Mason's podcast? I'd love to know. I can look it up. Here comes the Watts Apocalypse. Oh, yeah, dude. That was a great finish there. T-Bone East took it, though. Like, he went through some of those fast rollers and just lit up his engines. You know, a little bit more than Mason here. Probably, like, I would just say maybe having that road racing background, having a bit more endurance at the end. They are different disciplines, so certain strengths can come in for the riders. T-Bone East really strong. I think that's his 10th career pro win in CX, I believe. Oh, no, maybe it was road race wins I saw earlier. Really nice to see, sportsmanship at the end. A little bit of a quick little mini hug between these two as they're riding side by side. East looking good here. Great workout. Guys, I jumped on yesterday. So this is what I did yesterday. I did it this morning. I jumped on Strava. I looked up Joris Nieuwenhuis, the guy that won yesterday, got his Strava GPX pile for Merckxplas, for Telenet Super Precis Merckxplas. I created the route in Biketerra. So I have that route now. The only issue is his Strava was showing, it looked like it was just his warm-up. It looks like he did a 3 or 4 lap warm-up. So you got the lap overlaying each other, and it just doesn't turn out right. I need 1 lap. So I need to find someone that has a 1-lap route so I can ride some of these CX routes that I'll never get to. Flying here, guys. Ooh, and guys, dudes, at 9 o'clock today, I have to go live again. We'll be doing the Echelon Racing League virtual cycling over on Training Peaks Virtual. Sprint race today. It's 15 laps, Silver City Circuit. So I'll be doing that. That's going to be a quick one today. Yesterday was pretty long. That was a 2-hour event yesterday for, I think they raced 74 kilometers, climbed 1,100 meters yesterday. And we'll be doing that. So guys, what I'm going to do is get ready to jump here. I'll check the stats later today and I'll go through them. Oh, in a video coming up this week. Let me just see this here. What would today's result be without lap 1? They said Cameron Mason. Okay, I'm trying to understand what they're saying here. So today's winners, guys, T-Bone East, men's elite, Lucinda Brand, women's elite, Archer, Vanderboer, the men's junior race winner, and men's under 23 winner. Is that what he is? He's 18 years old, so he won today. And then Brent Lippens here, Lipens, 17-year-olds. This must be the juniors. I believe it's juniors. Yep, first place there. Okay, dudes, thanks for watching. I'm going to jump right away here just so I can get ready for my next video. Take a bit of a break. We've been going for just on 2.5 hours here. Don, so good to see you again, dude. Ian, you too. Alan, thanks for being here. Flocky, LAMF, guys, more racing coming. We'll see you real soon. I need to go get something to eat. Oh, I got chores to do. Okay, I'm gonna run. Oh yeah, and my broken down car has the dog food in it, the horse food in it. Don saying good stuff today, Colin. Thanks for the stream. Don, thanks for being here, man. Really good to see you again. Hopefully you come back for a bit more. Remember, I'm gonna start doing all the CX stuff, and there's more and more coming. I think the next race might not be till next Sunday. But there was a race through the week, just this past week. Dudes, gotta jump. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Colin, Inside Cycling World. See ya.